Especially when you're not expecting it.
Or Doug, you just do like going for high five, Alec.
You have to come as high five and then go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but if they're going too fast, you're gonna fuck it.
Yeah, the aim
Break your finger. Guest starring Seth Rollins in the.
Oh, he is here.
Draw
Seth
attention
Rollins
to
is
him.
here, everyone.
Hey, WWE isn't paying us yet.
All right.
Get rid of that. Actually, hand me that. I need miniatures. Get rid of everything that's right there.
Miniatures?
I got some miniature, yeah.
I had a miniature.
I'm using Apollo. What was his name? Your robot?
Thank you.
Tame Impala.
Hurry.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So, last time in Spaghetti Western Shudia, the group had hijacked an opulent-looking carriage from the employee of a merchant lord named Oda Yamada. Inside the carriage was a large puzzle box chest type thing with many levers, knobs, cranks, and compartments. Kitsy had solved several portions of the chest, one of which was a map to Beggar's Bluff, a remote part of the Badlands known only as a stomping ground for scourgers. Bandits, basically. Instead of returning the loot to their gang leader, Boss Haas, they made off with the chest and the carriage, killing several members of Boss Haas's gang in the process.
Accidentally.
One was accident.
The first one was accidental, it just fell apart
The
after
rest
that.
just kind of happened. It had to happen.
Should we go over who the crew is?
Sure.
Now that you ask,
I am the
Star Wars.
leader.
The unofficial leader.
de facto.
De facto.
De facto leader. Dictator leader. Bartholomew Holmes, otherwise known to his friends and compadres as Lucky Bart.
Barty Ho, right?
Bartman, the Bartster.
Bartmaster General.
I'm a scrawny cowboy. Got literally just in love with the romantic idea of cowboys. Says draw every time he has to shoot at something. Has the cowboy hat, the boots, the holsters.
We got
the
a fancy hat
revolvers.
now.
Got a fancy hat.
Oh, right.
now,
I forgot
yeah.
about the fancy
I imagine when you pull your gun out the cleaning, you just go, draw. I'm a Julius Kanoy. I'm a tribal-looking explosive expert. I look like basically a Samoan Junkrat. Junkrat mixed with Roman Reigns or something. I got like my hair's black, but there's still, you can tell like the tips of it are burnt. I'm like I have muscles sort of, but I'm still like skinny. And next to me is my green velociraptor with blue tribal paint on her face, named Cleo.
Very cute. My name's Larry Lug, aka The Lug.
AKA his last name.
But, well, no, his last name is Lug with 2 G's. He is The Lug with 1 G.
It's actually did he be the Lug?
He prefers Larry, actually.
Least intimidating name for him.
Exactly. He's bald summerfolk,
I don't know. I think Barty Ho is
dark-skinned
less
character
intimidating.
with a metal Kestis burnt and permanently fused to his right hand. So
Big guy too, isn't he?
yeah,
He's a big
he's all
guy.
right. He's 6'6" even. He's pretty big.
He's husky.
He's well, no, I'd call him Brawly. Brawny? Is that
Brawly, Brownie,
I
husky.
think brownie is a term for that.
Husky.
maybe not.
Lastly.
Term for husky, yeah. My character's Kitsy Malone. I'm a small boy, just about 17 in age. I don't want to be here, but I've got a plan.
All
He
right.
sure does, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. We now join our protagonists as they have recently left the town of Highwater, headed for Beggar's Bluff, with Boss Haas hot on their trail. It's the next morning. Kitsy didn't spot anybody leaving Highwater after you guys had left, so as far as he knows, you have some leeway. But the rest of the party doesn't actually know that they're being chased, do you?
I don't know. Did you share that with us?
I don't think he did. I can't
No,
remember.
I don't think he told us that we were being chased.
Yeah, I don't
Probably
remember.
not.
I don't think he did. All right. So it's the
I'm
next
ready
day.
to.
You guys
Get
travel
going.
through the night.
Is this the campaign where we said Mama said never to skin an alligator you can't eat?
Yeah.
That was my character in another campaign.
No. And now
You
it's
never
previous
want to
campaign.
skin an alligator. You can't.
I should really label these pages.
No, I like the ambidextrous.
Yeah, ambiguity.
ambiguity.
And the dexterity of the. Me too. All right, so you guys traveled through the night. Are you guys going to continue traveling through this day? If you do so, if nonstop travel will get you to around Beggar's Bluff in 2 days.
I mean, I'll rest. I don't got any reason to not to.
We don't know we're being chased,
Yeah.
so we're gonna rest.
So my guy's willing to chill.
I'm
Alright.
tired.
We got the will.
No, I'm not.
The will to
Chill.
I've been resting a lot, so I don't care whether we stay.
I think I was riding Cleo.
Well, we
next to
gotta
the
get
caravan.
to Beggar's Bluff.
Yeah.
And we've been going for how long?
You guys traveled through the night to get out of high water.
That was almost.
I think we should go one more day.
Cool.
Yeah, I vote to keep going personally. It's better.
Honestly, the carriage is comfy enough. It's bumpy, but one of you can sleep at a time in the carriage. So,
Well, we want to just take
Wild
turns
travel.
sleeping?
Sounds good, boss.
All right.
all right. So I'm gonna.
Did you get a new hat?
No, that's the usual 6-toed one.
Oh right.
Yeah, that's the one with 6 toes.
All
Hey,
right.
bud.
And 1 foot.
Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Whoever's awake.
Whoever's awake. Yeah.
So Duncan.
Pretty much. He's the one that really.
Yeah.
My passive perception is 18.
Yeah.
So even when I'm
I got a
asleep,
10.
How do you determine your?
I'm driving the car.
It's your average.
Okay.
When I'm
7. For me.
not driving the car, Ellis, I'm gonna switch off with you. And you're in charge when I'm sleeping.
19.
I can drive
Don't
the
do
car.
anything I wouldn't do.
There's not a lot. There's not a lot you wouldn't do.
4.
True.
Oh,
Rob.
when it's my turn to sleep, I'm gonna let Cleo sleep in the car instead of me, so I'm gonna stay
She's
awake.
not getting in that car. It's a carriage. She's not gonna fit in there.
Okay. Well,
And she's not gonna be comfortable with it.
dinosaur, dog.
Dude, you can't put a dinosaur in a carriage. You've never read that book? When you
No,
put a dinosaur
I
in a
didn't.
carriage?
All right.
That children's book?
As you might
The
expect,
famous one. of
Duncan crit. So, a bit further down the
My
trail,
character has a
Did I see it?
my
I
character has a
got
very high perception. That's where most of his skill
you
points
hear
come
it
in.
first. He's gonna hear it before you do because he crit.
I heard it before it happened.
So down the pathways around some brush to the right of the path is you hear a familiar sound. It sounds like somebody fiddling with a revolver.
Familiar?
like they're playing a
You've
fiddle.
heard it before.
You've heard of revolver before.
Like they're playing a fiddle, but
As
instead of a bow, they use a
As you,
revolver.
as you get closer, he hears it too. But curiously, usually when you hear that, it's like, oh, he slaps the chamber in and pulls a hammer. Whatever's happening is continuing to happen. It's definitely gun sounds. It's
I'm
probably.
gonna look at his revolver just to make sure it's still in his pocket.
Does it sound like the chamber rattle of a revolver?
It just sounds like general rattling of a revolver just being shaken about.
I don't think I was taking notes during this
Do we
one.
see anything?
Well, after a brief
I'm looking
moment,
around now. Like I hear this revolver sound, and I look at my own hips because I'm not playing with my revolver.
after a moment, a tumbleweed, a considerably large tumbleweed, I might add, rolls out into the middle
Like
of the
Indiana
path.
Jones boulder size?
No. It's like, well, it's big enough to carry a revolver in middle of the tumbleweed.
Where? I'm gonna
And then out
wake up
from
this one.
I'm not sleeping.
What is?
I think. Are you sleeping?
there's a revolver in
Yeah,
middle
it's
of the
probably-
tumbleweed
it's probably, yeah.
that just rolled into the middle of the road.
Is it
We're about
stopped
to
in
get
the middle
shot
of the
by a
road?
tumbleweed.
It's stopped. And then
Does the tumbleweed have a little bandana on its head?
a very
Look
short,
who just blew into town.
a short, round, dirty-looking fall folk man comes panting around the brush. Hey. Hi. He starts to waddle towards the revolver. It's middle of the path, and as he
yeah.
approaches
I'm
the
just gonna
revolver,
keep going.
it's in the middle of the path.
I'm gonna keep going.
As he approaches the revolver, a wind blows it away from him.
Yikes. Sorry, guy.
Oh, it's the old dollar bill on the string.
Yeah.
He
Who
takes
put
out
my
a
revolver in
canteen. You
a
can
tumbleweed?
see the sweat pouring down his face. You can hear his labored breathing. He's clearly exhausted.
You'll get it. You'll get him. Get him next time.
Thank you. And he trudges onward. Every time he gets close enough to the tumbleweed, the poor thing
Is this on your random encounters list?
Yes, it is.
A man chasing a
Good
tumbleweed?
lord.
with his gun in it.
I thought it was some like
I could have sworn it was
extravagant
some
like
magic.
ambush.
Yeah, like literally, like the tumbleweed's gonna roll and stop and hold it.
It was gonna be literally an ambush.
Yeah.
That's what I thought that was gonna happen.
But he continued. Do you just continue
I'm gonna give him
on?
my fate point. No, I don't have any fate point. Oh, I have one.
Do you want to give him your fate
You
point?
don't want to give it.
Nah, he can find. He should
got
be
it,
able to
he's
get
got
his
it.
revolver.
Let's.
As you guys are passing away, Duncan, you can see him sitting on
What?
a rock
We passed-
as it continues to blow away, and he takes out his
Passing
canteen and
away?
starts eating food, just watching it go.
Poor guy. Poor guy. I'm looking
Alright.
through the same pages over and over again.
So you guys, there is a town somewhat on the way. If you add one more travel period of like a night or a day, you can stop by a town called Deepwell. You might be able to pick up some.
There was something about Deepwell.
That was where we were gonna go for the other doctor if this one didn't work, but I have a metal spine now, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. I like the words metal,
It's a
metal spine
brace,
and
but yeah.
fine in the same sentence.
It's a metal spine for all intents and purposes right now.
I mean, it helps your posture a lot.
Yeah, I look like a very fancy carriage driver because I have to sit like this.
I mean, it's
and
comfy
hold
for
the
you.
reins out. Yeah.
I like to think that when you drop something on the ground, you just leave it. Like, there's no way you're getting that back.
it's just gone now.
Alright. I had notes.
They're gone.
Don't have any more.
Great. I know you had some.
Oh, I wrote them here.
On the notes section,
On the notes section of the character sheet.
See that? The binder. It's
the
magic.
character sheet that I might add you made.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's magic.
Sorry,
Whenever
folks.
you give up, the notes come back. You have to have given up.
My notes on Beggar's Bluff, it just says where.
What if you've already given up on life?
Alright. So, what time is it now? After.
After that, it's you travel through the morning. It's about a bit afternoon, like 2 or so.
Can we get the dun 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 dun? That Western music playing?
If you want to put it on the phone, it's way over there. I can't fuck with it.
Not even gonna try.
Alright. Then I'm gonna go back to the chest and continue fiddling with it.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm gonna climb to the
Your
back
turn.
of the.
I need another rest period, so.
All right, I'll ride
suppose-
Cleo on next to the cart.
Okay.
I suppose I'm driving.
Yep. All right. So if you want to, for this period,
So I'm on the chest. Put my ear to it. 18.
Isn't that just your passive?
jeez. 17. All right. So you only beat 4 that time. This is a pretty tough puzzle.
Finally, a tough puzzle.
Yeah, before you would just roll and then it was like, yeah, but open.
All right. So you guys travel, and now it is starting to become night. Are you guys gonna travel again some more, or
Nah, we'll
set up camp?
set up camp this night finally.
All right.
Good.
All right. So what's the order of watches? How are we doing this?
I'll take mid watch.
I'll take last watch.
I'll take first, I guess.
I'll
Alright.
sleep.
During my watch, I'm gonna make some explosives.
Okay.
I have 2 units of gunpowder. Does that make like 1 each stick of dynamite or something?
I think we just measured. Didn't we? I didn't remember.
Is
if
it
we
1
just
unit
measured.
per
It's
dynamite?
just 1 unit per
Just one
dynamite.
unit per
Alright,
dynamite.
so I'll
Have
make
him roll
that.
against himself. Just
Yeah, roll against yourself.
All right.
How many resting periods do I get between 2 o'clock and then the next morning?
It's 2 resting periods a night, so.
So
what health are you at?
I'm good.
I'm actually healed by the next morning.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you still have a metal spine.
Yeah, that's still
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah, we have to pull that out, don't we?
At some point.
At some point.
At some point,
Oh God.
the doc said,
And we get that shit'll get infected or something.
I mean,
Alright, anything happen?
nothing happened that night. It was fairly quiet. You don't even see anything behind you guys.
That's good.
All right, so
How far are we from Beggar's Bluff?
about a day.
About a day.
easy peasy.
Let's go.
Alright, so I'll wake up and it's back on the road again. I'll relieve you of your carriage driving duties and you can go to bed.
Sure. I'm gonna go lay on the top of the cart and enjoy myself.
If you need to.
Wait, yeah.
Nope,
what are you
just-
doing on the top of
I
the
mean,
cart?
what are you
Hanging
gonna
out.
do with the metal?
The
You gotta
lug.
do with
I
it.
don't. I don't do that.
Drew a hole in it.
I just don't anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you get used
Tough
to it.
existence.
I'm not even gonna make you roll because you're gonna see it literally a mile down the road. But there are a group of people coming the opposite direction. It seems like a pretty large group of people. As you close in, or
They look armed.
well, far as he can tell, they're walking in a regimented fashion, as if it's some sort of
Like a squad or something.
yeah.
Oh, we don't want to mess with them.
No, we don't.
Let's get off the road and like be off the road. I'm gonna take us off the road. Do we have any cover, like as far as like brush cover?
You can find some pretty decent cover.
Does it kind of hide the wagon?
It kind of hides the wagon, kind of. Against that many eyes, it might be a
tough check, but
a
like
tough check.
I'm not looking like we're trying to hide from them. I want it to look like we're just setting up camp and just having us a good old morning.
Let's look at
Good old morning.
Yeah, of course.
So you
Like
just
you
want-
have.
Like you have when you're not a bandit.
So do you want to, instead of trying to hide, just set up a camp, or
Are any of us good at hiding?
I've got 3 sneak,
No.
but that's it.
No. Alright, we're just gonna set up camp.
I can.
Eat
We're gonna
breakfast.
pretend camp. Like we're not gonna set up anything that takes too long to get out, but like we'll throw a couple pieces of firewood down and like cook some
just throw some?
eggs.
You have
something.
Scutosaurus
Sure.
meat.
Yeah.
Still.
Make some breakfast.
You have
Cook
Scutosaurus
up
meat.
some Scutosaurus meat. Make some nice
Oh, yeah,
flank
we're still
steaks
doing
for
that.
breakfast.
So as you guys are setting up, it is a. They close in closer. It is a UCS patrol of about 20 men. And it's led by one man who's on a horse. They are marching by foot. They're pretty regimented, but it seems like they've been traveling for a bit, so they're not marching in unison at this point.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna do something, they're continuing to march towards you.
Nope. As soon as we know that they're gonna fuck off, we're just gonna pack up everything and just get back going.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna put out the fire.
Hold on, don't go away right yet. Wait for them to get far away.
Yeah.
Roll.
How many of them?
There's about 20 of them. Yeah. And they've got.
We can
light
only beat
armor.
people who think that we're their allies.
That's true.
Whoever has the highest deception, please roll it for me.
I got 2.
Got 2.
I got a 1.
Great. So max rollers.
You can add his base.
Yeah. So 2d2 plus 2.
2d2?
Max is rolling good.
2d6 plus 2. 6, 8.
8.
8. All right. So the man.
8 plus.
Yeah.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
No, 6
no,
plus
is that-
2 is 8.
Oh, I
I
see
actually
what
rolled
you
an
mean.
8 exactly, so you tied it.
Nice.
As they are marching by, the man on the horse kind of tips his hat towards you. He's clearly got rank, and he seems to be sizing you up. And he looks at the carriage and looks at you guys.
He
I
looks.
tip my fancy hat back at him.
He looks at all of us sitting around the campfire. He looks at you, looks at everybody, and then he turns to Cleo. Cleo's in a dress, with like a fancy hat on, and Cleo just grabs the hat and like tips it. And he's like, "That's a fine lady."
Now, he looks at the very fine-looking carriage and then you characters, and you can tell there's a moment where he's like,
Why are their clothes and that carriage?
He sees me kick a bag of dynamite behind the carriage outside.
but apparently he's got more important things to do because he doesn't stop.
Oh,
his
okay.
regiment.
Let's kill this guy then. Thinks he's better than
He's
us?
better than us?
He does. He thinks
No.
he thinks he has. He's better
No,
than
he's
us.
got 20 people. We're gonna let that
I
boy.
mean, a bag of dynamite versus 20 people.
Or 20 people who get a bag of
Even if that's
dynamite
in the
from
middle,
us.
of them, you
yeah.
can't kill all 20 of them.
And they continue along their way.
We're gonna continue on. We wanna
What
get to-
symbol?
We're gonna continue on their
Where-
way.
where-
It's just a UCS
Oh,
regiment.
just UCS. Okay.
It's just UCS.
We want to get to
Let's get to
this
Beggar's
is
Bluff.
Canyon.
This is
Beggars
pretty
Bluff.
far out west.
UCS is
Not like
United
Beggars Canyon
City
back home.
States.
UCS is United City States. Sorry.
Yes.
UCS sounds like more modern than it is.
Yeah, but this is fairly far out west to see
Yeah.
something like this. So it is notable, but like it's UCS. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys continue along. Again, I'm not gonna make you roll for this. Way down the road, a much smaller group of people, and much more ragtag. I guess they're not in uniform. One of them is actually riding a velociraptor. but several others are riding horses.
I like to think that whenever we're making these perception checks, I'm just holding Duncan by the feet and using him as a telescope, and then he tells me what he sees.
I'm not announcing that when I see stuff. Remember, I'm still keeping that
Yeah. Well, I eventually see
tuckety
it, so, like,
tucked.
They're not moving. They're just parked along the road. For the most part. Are you gonna continue to?
So we moving past them?
Well, right now you guys are way down the road.
Oh, okay.
from them.
So,
Wait,
yeah.
I'm just.
So he's
telling
the only one
you,
you
as
see.
soon
Yeah,
as
we don't know
he
that yet.
spots
Can I do a perception because I'm driving?
Sure.
12, the highest I can roll.
Okay.
You actually spot him from pretty far away. You catch a glimpse of
Good eyes.
steel on. You catch a glimpse of sunlight bouncing off some steel way out there.
Does it look like they're armed?
Oh, they're armed, but most folks are out here, so it's not.
And we're armed.
Like
so.
well armed though?
It's hard to tell from this distance.
Okay. But I can
How
tell
many-
you
If you guys, I'll tell you right now. If you guys get any closer, they'll spot you. So if you want to continue down the path, they'll spot you.
We'll see.
How many people are there?
4 or 5.
Okay. We can
We're
take them
just-
if need be.
We're just some travelers. We'll go.
All right.
Also, I haven't been able to do my draw from the seat of the carriage yet, and that's kind of cool. So like,
I suppose so.
I want you to elbow,
Don't your guns
elbow
do
the wood
1d6
behind you and a gun pop
my
out.
guns do 1d6 damage, but like they can shoot 3 times
Each.
He's just
each.
shoot him with
That's
a
like
gun.
66. So like, good.
All right. So you guys. Oh man, I can't find my mouse. So as you guys continue on closer, you can tell the moment when they spot you. Well, not the moment when, but you can tell roundabout when they spot you because they start to come towards you guys. They're not running or pacing, but they are going towards you at a leisurely pace.
Okay.
Faster than they were before?
They weren't moving before, so
Leisurely.
yes.
Oh, yeah, all right.
That would be faster than they were before.
So passing by now?
Well, once they start closing up, like getting closer to you, you can see the one on the Velociraptor who's in front. He's younger, you can tell. He's
Then me?
younger than the rest of them. He
Okay.
might be around about your age. He's excitedly saying something to the other people. He's like, "See?
Okay. This can either be very good or
I'm
very bad.
gonna like as I'm gonna hold the
playing
reins in
on
my
the
hand, but I'm gonna stand up on the carriage and get ready.
What? He's just pointing at
I'm
a
gonna
Velociraptor. He just thinks it's cool.
sit up on the top of the carriage and kind of push him back down.
Roll knowledge checks. Duncan, get a +1.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
Knowledge.
9.
12. I rolled maximum.
11.
I got 11, actually. So anybody who passed it recognizes a few. It's scarce, but they have a few cowls and things that mark them as Giordani.
Oh, sure. I should have got plus one on that.
shit.
Is it what's Giordani?
They're
They're Italian.
Fall Folk Caravan. Leonard Dowling.
Is Leonard?
That's
I gotta take better notes.
I'll tell you guys what you already know. Leonard Dowling is the leader of the Giordani caravan, as far as you've heard from the barkeep.
They're fall folk, not Badlands.
They're fall folk. Giordani have recently joined with the Scourge, which,
So these are bad people.
however,
Oh, right.
I'm Paul.
the man you stole this carriage from was looking for the Giordani.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason.
Oh, maybe
Yikes!
maybe he's pointing at the.
He thinks like, oh, the shipment's here.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Does Velociraptor look tribal at all? Like, does he look fall folk or does he look summer folk?
I mean, the Velociraptor's a Velociraptor.
Are you gonna say?
The rider.
You did say below.
Oh, did I just say Velociraptor?
Velociraptor.
Oh, does the rider look like?
I mean, they're all probably fall folk.
Does the
I don't see any
Velociraptor
tribal
speak
tattoos or
common?
anything.
No. What?
Does the Velociraptor speak common?
No, he only speaks undercommon.
There actually is no comment in this setting.
Great.
I forget about
What
that
do we
myself,
speak?
Yeah,
though.
there's. Are we speaking
Yeah, what are we
summer
speaking
folk right
I'm assuming summer.
now? Or spring? I'm sure spring is like the language of trade.
That is the language of trade, but in these parts, summer is the most common.
Yeah, and we're summer folk for the most part.
Yeah.
And he's got enough knowledge to know.
So I think I. These are the people who
Hey, wait a moment.
The people we killed, they were delivering this to them.
Are them those fall folks?
You reckon we deliver it, or you reckon we kill him and just take it?
I pull out 2 like alcoholic balls and use those binoculars. But the caps are blocking my view.
Am I the only fall folk on the caravan?
Do what?
Am I the only fall folk on the caravan?
I believe so. I think we're all.
I lean over to you and like, aren't those guys that these people were looking for?
Ixnay on the
That guy's gonna take my raptor. What do we do?
He won't take your raptor.
What do we do? He wants it.
So you guys are starting to close into distance.
He said, "Look cool."
We're gonna get all close and friendly with him, and then we're gonna draw.
You'll draw
them a map.
We'll do our thing.
So, if we're on a map, they're right outside the map right now. Mm-hmm. If you guys say anything loudly, they can hear it. And the guy in front just holds that up for the rest of them stop, and he gets off of his Velociraptor. He's a young buck. He is, now that you're closer, he's around your age, if not a little bit younger. But he's got a rifle slung over his shoulder, as does one of his other crew members. Mm-hmm. And he approaches you. He starts approaching you all. He's got his hands up.
I can talk to him. I know how to talk to dinosaur riders. They don't like me, but I know how to talk to them.
I'll talk to him. I'm a fall folk.
Alright,
Hey!
as soon as we need to shoot, we're
I put in my raptor. I put.
Everett Downing. Or Dowling.
Yeah, I know that name.
It's a pleasure. If you don't mind me asking,
What?
do you happen...
What? How did you? Duncan is.
What?
He's got some ESP.
I have a
over
note
here.
on this paper that says R.I.P. Everett.
That he did not just write that. That was there.
Well, maybe that's gonna be the case.
Everett, oh shit, Everett's actually the name of one of the guys.
You just used the name again.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Well,
Coincidence then.
we'll see if it becomes true. Maybe some
Everett
Some ghosts are
Dowling.
coming back. to
foreshadowing.
haunt you.
Do you... Sorry if I'm being forward, but do you guys happen to have a...
A chest?
He looks back at the other guys. The rest of the people there, one of them is... The other one with the rifle is just scanning the horizon. The rest of them look at each other. They look almost surprised.
You looking for an intricate puzzle chest? I don't know what you're talking about.
This gold lacing on all that stuff?
Never seen it.
Never seen it. Not a
It's
clue.
really hard to figure out, but we figured it out. Never seen it.
He looks back at his friends. He's like, I told you. You doubted it. I told you. I told you all.
How close is this kid to me?
He's not... He's one step out of
pulled up
range.
to
Do we want to?
Are you? Did you?
Oh, I've been a friend.
What?
This is gonna become a combat no matter what.
Did you walk up to him?
Oh, really? Okay.
We took apart that chest.
They're gonna see it.
They want the chest, and we're not giving it up.
How many of them are there? 5?
I'm good. Before I make this a map, after he talks to his friends, he turns around. You have to meet my father. Please. It's almost the turning of the season is coming up. We're up at Beggar's Bluff. We come here every
Oh
year.
no, don't worry. We know. What were your father? We know the tradition. Like, it's obvious. We all know the
told
tradition.
you.
You know the tradition.
I do know the tradition.
Yeah, you are folk.
My father said that this chest would come back to us one day. Oh my God! I knew it'd be this year. I knew it would be this year.
Well, I mean, the traditions don't say what condition. I mean, so yeah, let's be your pops.
Please, what are your
Fucking hate being the
names?
boss.
My character's not expecting. My character likes this dude. He's got a Velociraptor. He's cool with me.
Fair enough.
Let's do it.
I know.
No, I meant like go.
What's your raptor's
Tyler's
name?
so ready. He's so ready to shoot.
What's your raptor's name?
Shoot. Yeah, that's what I was.
Aw.
Nefertiti.
Herbie.
Herb. That's a good name.
I'm Unlucky
Fully
Bill.
bloated.
Unlucky Bill?
Yep.
Oh, how'd you get that name?
Fall off there, guys.
What are you talking about? Your name's Bartholomew.
That was all my force, and Tyler did not fall out of that chair.
And that's why,
That was all the strength I had.
that's why you do it
And
to
it's
me
gone.
I
Alice.
literally have out of strength for the rest of the year.
That's why you do it to me and Alice, not him.
Yeah.
Stop being silly, Bart. Your name's Bart.
Yep. Unlucky. Unlucky
Call me
Bart.
Bart.
I don't care. You're a friend of mine.
And you're there.
You're under arrest.
You're underage.
Lawful, do you come from
And
a
you're
caravan?
unwilling.
Well, yeah, we all do.
Which one, if you don't mind me asking?
The
The rest, by the way, while he's doing this, the rest of them, one of them is approaching you guys on horse, but he's not hostile at all. The one with the rifle is clearly very vigilant. She's got eyes over her shoulder the whole time.
Well,
Is she approaching too?
No, she's staying where she is. And the
Where
last,
is she at? Like cart-wise on their cart?
they don't have a cart. They just have 4 horses or 3 horses and a velociraptor.
Okay, so
The
she's
last
sitting
guy-
on one of the horses.
You know,
Yes.
the velociraptor is like half hands.
I don't think I'm like little.
I think like more terrifying than being bit is like having a velociraptor come up and just strangle you to death.
With their little day baby hands.
Moonwalkers.
The moon. You know what? You should talk. You really need to talk to my father. I'm pretty sure he has a sister who married into them a while back. I don't know.
Small world.
It's in the carriage, right?
The chest? Yeah.
The move, dude,
He goes back to his velociraptor and he starts taking out of various cloths and everything like this.
shit. I'll get some gum together and I'll put the chest back together.
He starts putting. If you guys let him, he starts walking up to the chest, or not the chest,
hey there.
the carriage.
Hey there,
Okay.
son.
I've got
We're given instructions not to open this till we get to beggars.
I'm changing in there.
instructions
yeah.
From me.
from. Okay. What brings you here? He's gonna start hanging up
The road.
He just start hanging up the cloth outside to block the windows so nobody can see into the carriage.
Okay.
The broken windows.
Yeah, the windows are shredded.
Are they? No, it's just we just broke the axle, the front
Oh,
axle,
yeah.
remember?
Dude, this car got hit by a triceratops, motherfucker.
Incorrect.
No, he
That did
was.
not happen.
No, the Triceratops motherfucker was driving this car.
Oh, right.
And
that's
drove
right.
into a rock,
That's what
which
broke
bit
the axle.
yeah, and we had to fix it.
The man who approached on horse, he's a portly looking fellow. He doesn't look like much of a warrior.
Can I knock him over if I pushed him?
I mean, yeah.
I just wanna know if I
You'd be willing
could.
to
Oh, there he goes.
say.
He's just like that
He's going up
forever.
to the other side of the car,
Told you I had no
and
strength
he pulls
left.
up next to you. He's like, about
Well,
to-
I'm behind him.
You're behind him?
I'm with him.
I'm to the right of the cart.
Wherever he. Okay.
He's gonna pull up as close to you as he can. He's like, I can't say I caught your name.
They call me the Lug.
Lug?
We call him Larry.
I prefer Larry.
He's trying to get a new nickname started.
Yeah.
Barry. Pleasure to meet
Larry
you.
the
Wanna meet you, Barry?
Larry and Barry. I'm gonna shoot them both.
I can't tell the difference.
Who is this guy?
We can bury him though, and we
He's
only
got
need
a
one grave.
shield
With
and a
one
sword.
of the other.
Yeah, he's the
names
only one who's
and
not fall folk is the woman on the
Okay.
horse. She's the vigilant one.
Yes.
So he hangs that up and he's like, I don't want to chance anybody seeing this, especially since I think my dad wants to make this a surprise for everybody. Here, come on, I'll tell you all about
It's
it.
gonna be a surprise, all right.
So they start traveling along with you towards Beggar's Bluff. From what he's gonna talk to you guys, and from what you can just tell, that guy, not a warrior at all.
Okay.
Just a dad who
Aw,
has to pick up a
nice.
sword and shield because there's not enough.
I lean over to
Just a dad.
I'm gonna walk like halfway
He's just
between
a
wherever
dad.
he is and the back of the cart. Just try to keep an eye on it.
I'm glad
Okay.
we didn't kill these.
I lean over to him and be like, so are they gonna eat us?
These
Yes.
fellas are scourged.
I knew it.
These fellas
We
are
gotta get out of here.
scourged.
I don't.
He hasn't been right about anything.
I'm not sure. I mean, he hasn't.
Did a cat just throw a ball down the stairs?
Threat?
There it is.
So this is the kid talking. He's the son of Leonard Dowling, so he has some sway around here, I guess. So Moonwalkers, what I haven't heard them in these parts of the Badlands for a while.
They haven't been around much. They you've heard of our belief, you know?
Yeah, I'm familiar somewhat.
There's a bit of distress amongst the caravan, and they've sent some people out in search for deeper meaning, something to
It's a
give
shame
us
to
a
hear
better
that.
sign than the sky itself.
All you have to do is look at the man in the mirror. If you're the Moonwalkers.
It's a shame. It's a shame to hear about fellow caravan having such trouble. We've actually been fairly good recently, ever since we ended up with the Scourge, actually. I wasn't...
Hey, how's that going? I mean, the advertisements are everywhere. I mean, come on, it's hard not to.
Yeah, like the piles of bones outside the road. And
usually we're near the
cannibalism.
dad. He's kind of, you can see he gets a bit of a stern face when the Scourge is mentioned. He's just...
So, how do you like people?
Do you eat them?
Medium rare. No, the Dowling kid, he says... Wait, what was the question? Sorry. Oh, how's the Scourge? He's like...
How's it like? How's it being part of the Scourge?
It's pretty nice. They're a tight community, honestly. It's bringing a lot of the caravans together in this part, which is nice to see. A lot of the times we're fighting over work and food and everything, but now we're giving them to each other. I was kind of skeptical of my dad at first, because, the whole, nobody likes him. But...
Yeah, like the eating people, it's gotta be gross.
Wait, what?
They aren't too deep into fall culture.
Oh, it's understandable. You guys will see. I promise you.
We
the
wait till
Jordani
they're
are
dead.
fine people, honestly.
Don't touch me.
What about you, Barry?
How did you guys get this, if you don't mind me asking? I figure you took it from
It's a long story, but he tells it the best. I mean,
My grandpappy.
You don't have to lie to me.
he's not lying. He's actually remembering his grandfather died.
It's
the
really
other day,
it's
and
really hard.
He's still
for
been out
him.
of shape about it. It's okay.
Mainly
I'm
because
actually bent right back into shape right now.
Oh, you guys have a really, really good doctor.
We have. I mean, Paul's pretty good with his hands, I guess. He's sewed up a few folks before.
So, chest, a few things happened. Now he has a steel spine, and we need to remove it eventually.
Seeing how
I'm
I'm
sure we
not
can
bent out of
figure
shape.
something out.
Always resourceful.
I'm just curious, because we tried to take this thing a few weeks back. We spotted it coming down the road. I think Yamada had it or something like that. Or
What'd you say about my mother?
That was the same joke out of the
Yeah, that is who we got
Isn't
it
the
from.
stereo?
We had
But we got lucky.
Why is that?
They supposedly they'd already been through a battle before us.
That was us.
Oh.
It was some of our folks. Yeah, they tried to take it from them. We got word
They
that
had like
the
picked
chest.
up like 5 or 6 other people though, so like
Yeah,
it was a tough fight.
Yeah, I think like some of my kids and the kids
do you
grew
wanna
up
roll
with the
it?
men already.
I'm just gonna
I'll
lean,
roll-
I'm
I'll
gonna
roll
lean back
deception.
and like just give him
He's
the eyes
rolling,
that,
he's rolling one die.
Okay, these are fall folks. They get natural +1.
You're rolling one
intuition.
die. You're
I'm giving the earnest.
don't care if it seems
I'm
like
giving
I'm
the earnest like
He got a 6.
4.
Ah.
Plus-
So it was
I'm giving you
close.
like the let him have it. I like just like let him believe.
He's like, really? You guys must be pretty good then. I mean, the serpents, they're no pushovers. Not at all. I'm impressed.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay.
Serpents?
So, after doing this, and then we heard that Mr. Dowling wanted this after getting it. So a few parts of it have been opened.
Oh, that's.
But if you need
more
any help
than
opening the
fine,
rest of it, I got
honestly. Honestly, we haven't. None of the Jardani have seen this in generations.
There's something fucked up though, which I feel bad about.
What's that?
It looks
Nude
like
pictures.
someone drew dicks all over this. But the first part, it looks like they had gotten open one of the parts already, and it was a map, and they fucked it up real bad.
Could you tell where it was to?
I kind of, if given a map of the land, I think we could side by side and figure it out. I'm
Okay.
just saying.
That's.
That's probably about the only letdown about this chest.
How? Do you mind if I see it?
Yeah, you can see it.
All right. So he kind of pulls. He doesn't
That's me
stop,
opening the
he
door.
doesn't stop you guys aren't going like full speed, so he can hop off and just hop on the side and open it up. He steps in.
As he walks away, then I'm gonna leave to him since this guy's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
So I guess.
By the way, the girl
they-
is hanging out in back. Are you running back too?
I'm running to the right.
That his dad wanted
You're in
this
back,
stuff,
right?
Okay.
I'm in the back. I'm near Barry.
You're on the
Full
caravan.
caravan.
or you
No,
want-
I'm just walking.
Ambush.
She's in the back too.
This, and
She's
get the
not
chest and
talking
bring
at
it to
all.
this guy. So where's your opportunity to get that?
How fucked are we for Summerfolk and Scourge and shit? Are they gonna eat us?
Oh, you'll be fine for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep an eye on her.
They
She's
let
keeping an eye on the
Summerfolk
ride.
They don't-
join the Scourge. The Scourge sounds like
She has
it's pretty
binoculars and
lucrative.
everything.
They-
Her rifle's actually
They
pretty
don't
nice.
leave
It's got a scope on
join,
it.
probably, but
She's
they
probably the
use you like
watchman
mercenaries and
slash
stuff.
long range.
I could be a mercantile.
Hey,
Female.
remember, money speaks louder than race.
Intuition.
We don't have any money, do we?
Got two.
No money.
I just remember that's what a guy said last campaign, last session.
That's what the DM said.
Money
last
speaks
session.
louder than race.
6.
10. You can't get a read on her.
Of course not.
I got 1 topaz.
I have a lot more money than that,
Do
so.
you think? Get information out of them what situation we're walking into.
We're gonna walk into a party basically. We're gonna all the carnivals, the caravans are gonna be set up in a circle most likely. They're gonna be cooking out, doing a normal thing, and then he's gonna unveil his chest to his people, and they're gonna be happy because that chest means something to them, but I don't know what it
They're
means.
gonna take it from us 'cause we're not giving it.
They don't have the map.
We're not giving this to them.
Wasn't that map just to here?
They can
But
buy
that-
it.
That map was just to Beggar's Bluff, mind you.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was the map.
That's why you guys were headed towards
But
Beggar's Bluff.
still, they don't know the destination.
They,
I don't know if they
do you
can
think they'll be able to get it open?
Well,
We'll see what happens.
he messed
We'll
up the
play
map.
it by ear.
They don't have
But the map's to here. The map to where we are.
You can hear him
but they don't
fiddling
know this
around
place
with the
is
chest to the
important.
back a
We're
bit.
not gonna have to fight a bunch of them if we do.
Go make sure he's not like jerking off on it or something. He seems pretty happy about that.
He is not jerking off on it.
He's good.
You can hear him like say some stuff under his breath, like "Wow," like he's really blown away by the craftsmanship of this chest.
Max, can you run outside and get?
Hooray. Frosties.
He hops back out and he's like, "My father is going to be so elated to see this. We've been waiting for generations."
Now I do have a question. You seem pretty great with all this, but my friends here, the ones that I needed help with, as you can see, they're not fall folk.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I haven't done too many runs in with the Scourge before, you know. I'm not saying anything
It's-
about them. I just, it's new.
We just think you're racist, and we want to make sure that's not the case.
New
varies
grounds.
from caravan to caravan. The only folks you're going to be seeing up at Beggar's Bluff are the Jardani, and we're fine with them, honestly. I mean, some other scourgers, not so much, but
Now, just so you know, he won't go anywhere without that raptor.
I mean, as long as it doesn't eat people.
Oh, it's full. I mean, what else do you want it to eat?
No, only we get to eat people.
I just pictured now they're all sitting at a table and like raptors with like big plates come and put down. The raptor's like, dinner served. He has like that little pencil mustache. Dinner is served. And he just backs out.
Oh yeah, he couldn't turn around. His tail was clear.
So
Well, that's a raptor with manners.
So you guys continue traveling through the day. The woman in the back continues not to talk. If you talk to the portly man, he's generous, he's kind, he's
That's the dad, right?
the dad, yeah. He's
Barry.
I'm eyeballing the lady with the rifle.
do you want to do an intuition check?
Yeah, I can get a read on her, so maybe you can.
4.
4, 6.
Well,
Someone,
I
do you
would
want to try it,
that.
Duncan? Or you can just ask.
What's my intuition? A 2. Sure. 8.
9. Then you can get a read on this girl.
Like it's like we're almost there, and then
It's like there's something about her. She's clearly not. Even if you talk to her, she'll just shoot you a glance, not angrily. She'll just look at you and then go back to looking at.
How
the,
used is her gun? I zoom in on it.
he has robot eyes. It's just
it's got that old reliable kind of vibe to it. You can tell that this girl and this gun have come a long way together. The way she holds it, it's like something. It's like
you and my revolvers.
It's like a walking cane or something. It's something that she's had for years.
Did you give them their food?
What? No, I don't know what they got.
Huh?
I don't know what they got.
Okay. All right, so we're about to show up at the thing, right?
Yeah.
Good time to take a break.
He's
5, 4, 3.
Hey, and we're back.
Hey, we're back. Nobody that's watching.
All right. So,
right down.
well, town's not a very accurate way to describe it.
It's a caravan,
Right.
Brick.
You're pulling up to. You can see.
Ain't you know what these fall folk about?
A little bit. I know a little bit about them.
You said we eat people.
Duncan's personality has changed completely since the
That's
last
the
break.
skirt.
I never said.
I had a frosty since then.
I
my
never
boy.
said you ate people. You're one of the good ones.
That implies that there are bad ones.
That eat people, which
mean-
there are.
There are a
The
few
skirts.
bad apples, so it's not worth the risk. I mean, I don't
Bad
know.
apples don't spoil the bunch, baby boy.
So
You fall folks sure do seem
be
fun, though.
All right. Anyway,
you can see.
You're right next to the mic.
You can see the bluff itself. You can see the bluff itself pretty far out in the distance, but you guys are approaching the caravan, which
like this.
What?
You have the only mic that's pointed. Everybody else is just standing up.
you monster.
You're a monster.
Pointed
No,
it.
you can do it that way. It doesn't matter.
nope, you can't.
You're not allowed. How dare you?
You can do it.
So the
believe in
caravan
you.
is
Don't.
There's
don't
about-
do that.
well, there's tons of carriages and like several huge tents, and they're set up in like a small. It's almost the tent size of a town. It's still pretty relatively small though. If you were to wager a guess about if this were a town, it would have around 100, 150 people, but you would know that Fallful caravans are usually have more people than it looks. As far as
They
caravan,
hide in the wheels.
We walk on each other's footprints.
Oh, so that you don't track mud.
Little track mud, yeah.
so as you guys approach the caravan, you see there are guards walking about, but they're leisurely. They're not. Most of them are talking to each other. They see you. They see the Dowling's kid, and they just let you pass. They tip their hat. You see people preparing festivities. You're still a couple weeks away from the turning of the season.
That's good.
I'm gonna be tipping my nice, really awesome hat at everyone.
Quick glance at everybody we pass.
Is there like a
Just
party,
like-
sort of a party going on? I'm dancing.
Not yet.
Oh.
You can,
It'll happen once we give his chest away.
Oh, okay.
There is.
Do not give it away.
Well, it's the turning of the season
They
festival.
will buy it. For money.
Is it?
Yeah, because they're fall folks, so the next season's fall.
Hey! What does that mean for me again? I don't know.
That means you get your time of the season bonus.
I know
Yeah,
that.
that's-
I don't know what time season bonus is.
I wrote mine down. So
Your time of the season bonus is travel's better.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
Bad events are just as likely to happen, but good events are twice as likely to happen on the road.
anyway,
There is a band. They're practicing or they're tuning instruments. They're not doing it. There's not a crowd or anything around them.
I'm gonna take one of my.
You do turn a few heads with the Velociraptor just because most people are
Your Velociraptor has a...
as an
accordion.
I'm gonna take out one of my bottles of alcohol and dump it out and use it as like a jug and play it. Like join them as a jug player. Do they have a jug player? They do now.
They do not have a jug player.
I'll play the
actually.
jug.
They've been looking for one.
there you go.
That's the easiest instrument to find.
What? You looking for a jug?
There's a cat behind you. Oh, came back down.
There it goes.
All right, so
There she goes.
occasionally somebody will. Occasionally you pass by like a woman setting up a tent or doing laundry, and she'll wave and she'll say something to Everett, and he'll say some pleasantry back, like, "Oh, how are the kids?" or something like that. This is a
Real quick. In the stream, the cat passed by, but it just looked like a shadow, and everybody freaked the fuck out when the shadow passed. Like, that looked fucking
Ominous.
the cat.
The cat that passed.
Yeah, the
cat
cat, the
that
real
passed.
cat that passed
The cat that passed.
away.
So after like a few minutes of walking into the camp, the father parts ways and goes his own separate way. The woman stays at the edge of the encampment and walks towards some of the other people posted up out there. The Everett Dowling leads you and your carriage to. It's the nicest looking tent by far, and it's pretty big. It's got two guards outside, and these guys are actually standing up straight. They have shields and SMGs, and they're actually standing at attention. He guides you up and he says, "All right, follow me. Don't worry, your carriage is safe. You're gonna have to keep Cleo outside. Sorry.
I'll wait outside then.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Real quick, do an animal handling for me, right quick.
Will Cleo like put her hand on my shoulder and be like, "Go on with that." 4.
Oh, get a +1.
Oh yeah. 5.
Good +1.
Get +1.
It's hard to tell because they're velociraptors.
But she
She's
has
in love
eyes.
with you.
She has eyes for Herbie.
She got eyes for Herbie.
I'm gonna go on.
How do you know? They are having sex.
They are.
They have,
In the middle of intercourse.
they have entered the bone zone. That Herbie is fully loaded.
That's what it sounds like.
Yikes.
So you enter the tent, and there's a table. There's a nice desk and everything with a man sitting behind it. He's got a vest on. He's got a very nice pistol, not a revolver, sitting on the desk. It looks like it's mastercrafted for looks alone. He's got black hair, slicked back. You can see the resemblance between him and Everett. This is clearly Leonard Allen.
This is clearly not Everett in an old disguise.
He's reading a book, and there's a couple other people like on a table to the right, and they're looking at a map, and they're just kind of talking to each other. But then Leonard notices you come in, and he goes, "Oh, Everett, you're back early. Who are these?"
so they're in a tent.
Yeah.
Kind of just listen in, like just
Yeah.
be right outside the tent with Cleo.
Well, if you're right outside, the guards look at you.
Like
but
you probably see my silhouette, but
the guards look at you, but they're like, you came in with Everett, so sure. So Leonard's like, "Who are these?" And Everett's like, "You're gonna want to come. You remember the thing that you?"
I'm gay, Dad.
Dad.
He keeps looking at the people over to the right of the map, and Leonard catches the signal. He's like, "Excuse me, could we get a moment?" And they step out. And Everett's
Excuse
like,
me, guys, go outside. Fucking leave.
Fuck out of here, dude. My son's gay.
one of them picks up the map and takes it. And Everett's like, "Dad, do you remember like a week ago you said
But I was gay.
Can the rest of this campaign be you talking to other yous?
Yeah.
Just NPC conversations?
Yeah, you don't even need to be here.
And you see the as soon as he says that, you see the look of you see the realization on Leonard's face.
The cat's back.
And he's like, "What is your name, please?"
As Duncan reaches for it, I shake his hand.
Oh, you shake
Like
his hand.
as Duncan reaches for it, I shake his hand.
All right.
Lucky Bart, at your service.
Lucky
These are my
Barts.
men.
Thank you. Truly, our ancestors have blessed us this day. I had a feeling this would be the year that we would finally get our heirloom back. We've been waiting for this
Well,
for so long.
he's the brains behind the operation. I'll let Kitsy be the brains. I like wink at you.
Please, I'll make sure we'll set you up a tent. You can stay for the festival. We will give you the finest we have. I promise.
The finest what?
You are honored guests among the Jardani.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, I cannot thank you enough.
We are
You can thank.
we are honored,
Yeah, we like money.
and we would love to do stuff like this again in the future. For that to happen, we wouldn't say need, but we would enjoy payment.
Payment?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I'm sure we can find some. Times are good right now. I'm sure we can find some money for you somewhere. For now,
Let's party.
For now,
I would
just
love a
because
hideout,
times are
too.
good right
Just
now.
saying, I would love our own hideout. The hideout would be really cool.
You can't ask for a hideout.
Oh, we have a spare hideout. Like,
Once you say
guys
where it
have a
is,
spare
it's not a hideout.
it's just out.
For now, I invite you guys to make yourself at home. What's ours is yours. I'll make sure to spread the word that you are honored guests to be joining us for the turning of the season feast. Oh my ancestors, this is a glorious day. Do you mind if I
What's ours is
do you mind if I see it?
Go for it.
Where is it? Is it at
I'll take you on the grand tour of the whole cart.
Do you all leave the tent?
I'm gonna take him to go see.
Everett stays in the tent.
I'm going with him because I got to look at this chest some more.
What is Everett doing?
Everett is just kind of standing by. He's kind of like he's doing this whole motion right now, but he's smiling. He's feeling really good about himself because he just brought this back to his father.
We just started the scourge. I mean, we like
I'm gonna swipe that pistol.
caused it.
You're gonna try to
Excuse
swipe
me?
that
I'm
pistol?
absolutely gonna try to swipe that pistol. Are you kidding me?
With a hand that you can't
He
open?
grabs it with both hands.
Are you gonna try to sneak it, or are you gonna try to like?
Oh no, I'm gonna sneak it for sure. If there's other people in the tent.
The only other person that's not in your party, well, it's just Bart.
Do you leave with him?
I'm leaving with the.
Yeah, they both go out.
It is just Everett. Then.
Okay.
Is it a nice pistol?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's
Because if it
pretty-
wasn't, you could just take it and just be like, you'd be like, sure.
Once he leaves, Everett's gonna start walking out, but he's leaving last. He's gonna get a perception check.
Okay, that's fine.
I swear to God, Ellis. I swear to God.
8.
Holy fuck!
Everett looks back and Elle's like,
Revolver?
Everett drops
Sure.
something, and then he bends down and he catches a glimpse of you guys over there, but he doesn't seem to care. He
Right.
just picks it up and walks out afterwards. The pistol is mastercrafted for range. It's a nice pistol.
It only works on ranges.
Can't use it. So I'm
you
gonna keep it.
have a
I have
hand.
a hand that works.
You're not good with
It's
it.
his offhand though, right?
It's a nice pistol.
So he gets a -1 to attacks with it.
No,
I'm not
only
gonna
if you
use it.
What?
He's gonna sell it, I think.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I have it.
Well,
now.
it's double mastercrafted
Why-
because it's one for
Your
range.
offhand
Why are
always
you a
gets -1.
klepto?
Looks, it's got etchings, it's gilded, it's nice.
Why do you think he has a 3 sneak?
Oh.
You were a klepto in the other campaign, though, too.
What are the
Are you,
cameras?
Ellis? Are you just as a person a klepto?
No, but this is how I get that out.
That means you're a klepto.
This is the reason he's not a klepto.
Yeah. Thank
You
you.
give me another.
All right, so you lead him out, and he kind of brushes the
Not quite.
really just
Tyler, swear to God.
with me stuff. So he brushes it aside, and he opens it up, and it's like when he opens up the carriage, he doesn't open up all the way. You see the gold light go on his face. He's like, "It's
Shut the door. It's not gonna carry.
it's the real deal, all right."
Yeah, man.
My character's like, "Yep, we're proud to have it." I'm like in the carriage. I stick my like dirty ass boots up on the top of the chest. We did get it for you.
And have you?
We've gotten a few.
This
Parts to it.
daggone boy is the genius of all
Here,
geniuses.
let's not talk about this out here. Thank you. He starts trying to bring it back into the tent.
I realized that I got mud on the chest, and like I tried really hard to wipe
he's
it off.
not looking to give Torch in the mouth. Honestly, do an intuition check for me right
I'm an
quick.
unbreakable wheat then. I'm a safe cracker.
4.
You can't tell. They can tell. This guy would never associate.
The way you
with
said it, you said it like you're a
people
white person who's
ever.
safe.
With what?
This guy would never associate with you people ever if it weren't for the fact that you brought this here.
I did emphasize safe.
Yeah.
So he brings you back in and he says, "So we're gonna go set up a tent for you right now. You are free to anything in this entire camp. Please make yourself at home. I invite you. Take anything you want, honestly."
You said it, not me.
I want your son.
Give us your
We're gonna run away together with our raptors.
I want the chest.
Within reason. Everett, please go help get some people set up a tent for these folks, and get them some food too. You guys look famished. Is there anything I can get for you?
I'll
You
take
want some whiskey?
I'll take some.
He walks over to his desk. Does not
And he
notice
falls,
that the
trips,
pistol is missing.
Dies.
He opens up the top drawer and takes out a very fine bottle of whiskey. This thing might be worth like a ruby. Wow. It's some good stuff. He takes out a few glasses and starts pouring some drinks, and he's like, so tell me a little bit about yourselves, please.
We're some fine, upstanding gentlemen.
I'm sure you are. My ancestors would not have chosen anyone who was not fit to be with us in this caravan.
Yeah, that's your ancestors did some good picking.
Pick a litter. Good job, ancestors.
So what's in the chest?
Dude, you
So-
didn't come back.
Yeah. Well, I'm
He's outside, like,
yeah. You can see my silhouette like through the outside of the tent.
So,
he did yell at. Well,
I
I'm
did.
interested in.
Yeah, ask the question. I want to know.
for some lucrative work though. Now that we've done our job that your ancestors gave us.
No, forget that. What's in the chest?
Yeah, what's in the chest?
Roll a persuade check for me.
Do I get a -1 because I'm not in there?
Because
Yeah.
he's a disembodied voice. Hey man, it sounds like an ancestor.
You can see him. You can almost see him through the tent.
Yeah,
Like
it's-
this silhouette is so clear. He's almost there.
I'm emoting more just so like you can see like my 3, 4.
Not even close.
Destiny.
Do you want to come in and have a drink?
He wants to stay with his raptor.
Yeah, my raptor has to wait outside, so
He doesn't want to leave his raptor alone.
unless there's somewhere to tie her up, like to a post.
He pours another glass and leaves the bottle on the table as he
I
takes
pick up
two
the bottle to
glasses.
drink it.
I'll come inside. I'm gonna leave the raptor. Is so his son's outside?
His son actually left to go.
Son of a
Just
tent.
have one of
I'm
his
gonna-
guards.
You guys.
I'm gonna stay outside.
Have one of his guards watch it.
No, because the cards don't know how to take care of a velociraptor. All right, well,
He walks up. He walks out of the tent and hands you a glass. He's like, "Well."
I'll take.
He walks back in,
Thanks, man.
and as he walks back in, he's like,
We've set up a tripwire in the doorway,
We're gonna take.
This is our tent.
but I haven't attached
"You
it to
just have
anything yet.
the whiskey in your
So he
hand."
just tripped the wire and nothing happened.
I like have it in my hand, and as he comes in, I look around for a glass now because I realize I probably shouldn't drink this out of the bottle.
He doesn't seem to care terribly much. He comes back. He's like, "I think you'll see for yourself during the festival. I promise. And as for lucrative, I promise it will be lucrative."
Do you need help getting the chest opened?
I mean, you're free to help if you would like. It's not a pressing matter. Right? You said you've gotten some parts of it.
I've gotten
Already.
I've gotten a good bit into it.
How far would? Do you mind if I see? I know parts are supposed to come off.
don't
but
know.
that's
Did we
about
bring?
it.
Did we bring it into this tent?
What?
No, it's still no.
Oh, we didn't.
It's still in the car.
carriage because
Okay.
they don't want to move it outside the carriage right now because there's still people all around. And
Oh, because
If you just want to come inside the carriage, I can start working on it. Then you can kind of see how it works and whatnot.
that would be wonderful, actually. And he steps out. He nudges one of the guards, and one of the guards steps inside. He's just guarding inside. If you want to stay in there and try and nick some more stuff.
Not really. I got one thing. I'm cool with that. That was the one thing you said was like notable, and I was like, I want that.
All right, so he walks into the cart with you and watches you start trying to.
I'm gonna kneel down and then
I'm bringing the whiskey bottle and the glass, and I'm drinking out of the glass, and then whenever nobody's really paying attention, I drink out of the bottle, and then when I have to, I drink out of the glass.
Right now, guys, if you want, you're free to go.
Yeah, I was about to say, if they don't give a shit, I'm gonna go walk around.
Yeah, you can just walk around and start seeing what's up.
This
So-
box is 100% more intelligent than I am. So I want to know what's going. I can't read. I'm a pretty smart guy. I've got a 2 knowledge, but I can't read. So this is interesting. This is scholar things. I'm smart enough to know that I'm dumb. So I want to see what's going on.
So he's sitting there and he's watching you work on it.
I'm pretending to be safe cracking it rather than using my perception.
Okay.
I'm making idle chatter. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much one thing I'm good for, doing lockpicks and stuff. But really, I'm pausing every now and then just to do my listening.
Okay.
But I'm making it seem like I'm just a good safe cracker.
Okay. So I've only heard stories passed down through countless generations. Honestly, I know parts are supposed to come off. Have you
We've
gotten?
had a few parts off. Yeah, I'll show them
the different parts that came off.
I mean, so far you've only got the block with the prongs.
Puzzle cube thing.
This one I'll show you. Yep, that has the scratched out map to here. Puts it back.
Would you like? We've got some craftsmen here. We have a locksmith. It seems to be some similar mechanisms. He might be able to help you with this. The more of this we can get solved by the festival, the better.
Wait until I've lost my confidence.
Okay. It's
I've got some confidence left in me.
Do you want to do an intuition check for me right quick?
Yeah.
Knowledge check.
Intuition.
4.
Oh, intuition.
4. Y'all are failing the shit out of these intuition checks.
All right, I'm
You
gonna
got a
start
4 too.
picking it.
All right.
No, he was repeating what I said.
So he's gonna sit and watch you for a minute as you're doing it. This is for hours, by the way. It takes a rest period. After like a few minutes, he's gonna
I
put
get
his
bored
hand.
after an hour. I'm just gonna go.
Oh, he's gonna leave before that. After a few minutes, he's gonna put his hand on your shoulder and he's like, "I've got a lot of stuff to do now because of this, but thank you again for bringing this to us. I really can't thank you."
No
enough."
problem.
I'll leave with him then.
17.
Good job, boy.
16. So you got.
What would happen if I used the fate point?
I would count all your roll as 6666666.
Oh, no! That's
So
the
30.
box
Oh.
does.
So
Yes.
right at the tail end of that rest period, we're gonna go through and do their stuff, but this is what you're doing. Tail end of that, a strange scepter type thing.
That's okay.
You solve one part of the puzzle and turn a crank, and then like a little thing slides open, and you see a grip in there, and you grab it, and you pull it out.
But it's all gooey.
And it's like a scepter, but it's got a bunch of strange glass lenses throughout it, arranged in an odd and clearly very specific way. It seems really
Is it taller?
Telescopic.
Is it taller than the chest itself?
no.
Oh,
It seems
it's not cool then.
you don't want this
not
to
that
bump into
strange.
anything. It seems fragile.
Can I look through the lenses? Do I see anything?
You don't see anything different. They're magnifying glasses. Some of them are concave, some are convex.
Yeah,
What if I look,
some of them are
what if I
really
look
small.
on the chest?
Do I see you do this?
Oh, you're
No,
not here.
no one's. No,
I'm in
he's
the
only
carriage.
one.
Oh, okay.
You look through some of the lenses and look at some parts of the chest, and it does actually illuminate some numbers and stuff you didn't see before, but that doesn't appear to be the main function.
Okay.
That's just like, oh, this is a part of a different puzzle. Good job. All right.
I'm gonna wrap that up gently. Put it in my bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw his bag.
You come in. You come in. Do your normal thing.
So-
You see me. You kick my bag.
Yeah.
Crash.
But that was important. Nerd.
There is one tent that is clearly a makeshift bar / brothel.
Otherwise known as
That's
a
where I
brothel.
am.
Yeah, sure. It's pretty big, and
Yeah, it is.
yeah. So you go in there. There's
I'll go.
table set up in there and everything like that. There's a bar it's fall folk, so it's designed to be packed up and moved in about a day.
Okay.
But it looks like they've been here for a little bit now, just based on like where the dead grass is at the bottom and everything like that.
Yeah.
There's some under the bar. They actually put some wood pallets type stuff,
Yeah.
so they're standing on wood over there. You come up and the bartender's like, "Everett already told me about you. Drinks around the house. What do you want?"
Is there anything else on the house? Wink. I look at the women.
Are you?
Help yourself.
There's no rappers in here.
Help yourself. They're lesbians.
Help yourself.
I don't need help.
Just
Help.
stop.
Get some
Get
help.
some help.
Get some help. You need help.
Boy, you just walked into a brothel. Go get you some.
I'm a person with my book.
What if that was just like there was a brothel in a city somewhere?
That'd be a good slogan. Yeah.
That there was nothing in the brothel. Like they played sounds out of like speakers upstairs and stuff to make it sound like it was a brothel. But really, it was just a guy at a desk like, "Dude, you're coming to a brothel.
It's-
Here's the
let's talk."
here's the
It's-
card for my psychiatrist."
Yeah, it's actually a psychiatrist's office.
He paid for it all to advertise.
Yeah.
No, it's just it's a soup kitchen. A brothel.
God damn it. All
I had a
right.
great idea for my soup kitchen. I'll name it a brothel.
Oh, it's actually gonna be. All right.
I'm gonna sit at the bar. I'm not gonna be like super interested in the women. I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna get like a bunch of shots lined up of like the most expensive shit he has, so I can taste all of them.
That
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
he obliges, and he seems happy to. Honestly.
On the corner of the screen, you can see one of your fallen Fantas. Right there.
Oh.
Right by Max's butt.
Alright. So what are you doing?
Just walking around.
That's just
You're walking around
yeah,
just seeing the sights.
just taking it all in.
A lot of these tents and carriages and everything, you see people doing fortune telling. You actually see a couple fortune tellers.
Is there anyone? Are there any that are
Aren't they like
particularly?
sitting on across the sides of the room like, oh, your business is gonna fail. Oh, you're gonna get hickeys and grow ugly.
Are there any of them that are particularly interesting?
ugly.
There's a place that sells really nice rugs. You can see them.
The fortune tellers.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, both
I got the hickeys again.
quintessential fortune tellers, about as
Hickeys, what
fortune
hickeys
tellery
box?
as you can get.
I just want to go up to someone with a vacuum
One of them
cleaner and
is
just, like,
a young man who appears to be. He's trying to look as mystical as he can, and then the other one looks mystical by virtue of the fact that she's an elderly lady
That
sitting
she's
outside
floating.
the caravan with the.
I'm
And
gonna stop
she's
there, I'm gonna stop
colored.
I'm
That's
gonna stop
mystical
there
to white people.
because I would
Can't read a metal palm.
Most like I saw 80% of this caravan.
The man
is
with the
fall
metal
folk,
palm. That's a Bruce Lee.
I figured.
15% is
Or a RZA
summer
movie.
folk, and the other 5% is split between spring and
Winter.
winter.
I'm gonna stop
There's
at
like
the.
one Winterfolk guy here, but he's in like they have like a little box stand thing.
Come and
like,
see him.
Yeah, you have to like lift up the curtain to see him. But you
Hello,
have
my
to
honey.
back up
Hello,
the
my
dollars
honey. Hello, my
first.
ragtime girl.
I want to stop at the old lady fortune teller, mostly because I saw the first guy and was like, huh,
Come see the winter.
that might be interesting to do. And I see the second one, I'm like, all right, you
I
got
gotta
me.
see this now.
So, I'll walk up to
And
her.
she's smoking weed. Not gonna lie, she's smoking weed out of a pipe.
That's illegal.
Podcast over.
We're done.
I know it's a fantasy
Bye,
setting,
guys.
but come on.
And she's sitting there and she's just kind of knitting something. She goes,
Have her read your palm.
"You're new."
I am from out of caravan.
You coming to get your fortune told?
I suppose so.
She points to the sign. It has the little.
Where's
hand with the
Lou?
eye
Oh,
on
he's
it.
out of caravan for the week. You're always out of caravan. What are you doing? Go see your mother.
It says 1 topaz for reading.
Well, topaz. I have plenty.
Big bucks.
I'm Mr. Big Bucks. I'm sorry.
So
Toss her the topaz.
you toss her the topaz.
I have no money.
You'd see that in the future.
It kind of lands in her lap, and she picks it up and places it into a little bowl that has several other topaz rolling around in it,
Sure.
and like some amethyst.
Take
And
that
she's
bowl.
like,
Is her weed purple?
"No, it's green." Unfortunately. She says, "Palm."
Hold on,
Which palm do you give her?
the one that's a palm.
The real
Not
palm.
the broken one. Not the fucked up one.
Yes, you can't. Yeah, you can't.
I can't actually. Yeah.
Well, I can see your
It only
pet.
works.
I'll
It
hold
only
up-
works with the right one.
I'll hold up my like fucked up hand, and be like, hope this doesn't affect anything.
Other hand.
It has a smell. Oh,
Look at these
yikes!
Oh, this is oh.
You will be revisited by an old friend soon. It will not be pleasant.
You're friends with old people.
She goes back to knitting.
Thank you. I'll
Thank
toss
you,
another topaz in the bowl.
Alright, and then you walk away.
Tell me a different one. I don't like it.
Try it.
Tell me a nice
Give me the
one.
sequel.
That one sucks. What happens after that?
That was like The Empire Strikes Back. Give me Return of the Jedi.
Can you do a reboot?
Can we redo that? Do I get a mulligan?
Now that I know, it changes though, right? Tell me again.
Alright, so if you continue through the camp there, you can see there's a place where they're setting up. You can find a tent where they're cooking a lot of meats and everything like that. You can find a barracks. And most of the weaponry of this place, you can see like sigils and stuff from various other caravans. from various tribes of summerfolk, various mercenary armies and stuff like that. They're really just taking anything they can get.
Quantity go over quality.
It's whatever they can get their hands on, because a lot of people don't sell to fall folk.
True.
So they have to get by on scraps.
Because of of the scourge.
Oh well, yeah. I suppose that's also
Also because they're greedy and they steal everything.
That's incorrect.
very, very wrong. Actually.
That is the racial
That's
stereotype.
the stereotype of them.
And then, so you're at the brothel. What are you doing?
I'm at the brothel.
You're at the brothel too? Are you getting with the
I'm
women?
getting laid. I'm having some fun tonight.
Okay.
How about you go get some armor?
This is a celebration.
How about I get laid, you fucking virgin child?
Jesus Christ! All right, Max.
Have fun with your fucking box, nerd.
You just use a revolver,
I
right?
didn't know I could have got fucked.
You just use a revolver, right?
Just a revolver.
Well, just 2 revolvers.
Just 2 simple shit revolvers, right?
I'm sorry. You use revolvers.
Yes.
Is there anyone selling guns and shit?
I mean, nobody's selling guns. There's barracks, and there's people guarding it and everything. But these people aren't used to people passing through. You're either joining the caravan and you're becoming a part of the family, or you're not supposed to be here. What are you doing here?
Fair enough. Okay, then never mind then.
I'm both.
Bartender.
Yeah, what can I get for you?
This is some good goddamn alcohol.
That's how you.
That's how good it is.
Also wanted to know if you had a local gunsmith around.
Blart over at the barracks, he's pretty good at,
Excuse me?
They're gonna recognize that gun.
He's ex-mall cop.
he's pretty handy with that sort of stuff. He does the maintenance mostly around here.
All right.
You Blart.
Bart? Me
No,
Bart.
Lucky Blart.
Lucky Blart. Lucky Barnes.
Oh yeah, you can go to the merchant.
Oh.
Blug.
Wait a minute.
Very good.
Very blug.
I'll go see him.
Can you walk?
Right.
Yeah.
You want me to get someone to help you over there?
The bug.
Sure.
No, that's not
I've
scary.
never been helped before.
No, Pete, get this man to the barracks. A guy, he's cleaning one of the tables, and he just.
Can I get a bottle of that green one to go?
You mean the stuff he's cleaning the tables with? Ooh, give us some of that. That looks acidic.
He hands you. He just hands you the whole bottle. There's not a whole lot left. And the man who you assume he's in an apron, Pete, comes over and he puts your hand over his shoulder. He's kind of tall. He's a lot taller than you actually, so it's like really awkward for him. But he's carrying you. He starts carrying you towards the barracks.
Appreciate it, Pete. You want some?
I guess just really do it while he's
I'm
plastering.
working.
What a good lad.
So hell yeah.
Just leaves me in a ditch somewhere.
You meet a very fine young lady.
I don't even care.
Skip it.
Skip it? All right.
I don't even care. I don't care what they look like. I'd rather have quantity over quality.
He's on,
Jesus Christ.
We will save the love subplot.
He's on the dollar menu, baby.
Velociraptor.
Yeah.
That Cleo's out in the back getting fucked too.
Your Velociraptor is gonna have more of a love subplot than you.
Velociraptor laughter.
I'm not looking for
So-
love.
Looking for a glove. Where'd it go? I have my glove.
He takes you to the barracks and he walks you through the thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And there's just racks of weapons. There's no order to it in here at all. It's not like these are spears, these are. It's just if there's room, they put it there.
These are spears. These aren't.
There's a man on a desk towards the back of the tent, to the back corner, and he's polishing off a short sword. And the Pete's like, Blart, I got one for you. Blart goes,
Blart!
how can I help you? He's got some weird sort of hiccup.
He's got
Yeah,
acid reflux.
I'm looking for some, you okay, Blart?
He's gonna cough up
Don't worry
another.
about it.
He's gonna cough up another Blart.
It's a family thing. Don't worry about it.
Is that why they call you Blart? Anyways.
My real name's Bill.
My name is Blil.
So anyways, he's looking for some modifications to my revolvers. Maybe if I could get you to work on them, look at them, see if they're in good repair, whatnot, and
Well, I hear from Everett that you folks and you and yours, you're real good folks. I'll do it for you.
You know what? It's not worth it.
You know what? Skip it.
You know what? They're fine for revolvers.
I'm totally fine. They're okay. So are you gonna leave your guns with them, or?
no, I'm gonna stand there and watch what he does.
All right, so he's just gonna start fixing through them and everything like that. He's like, here's a little trick my daddy taught me. He gets out a file and starts filing down the barrel, but it looks like just the tip of it is a real file. It's a handmade tool, like he made this. He's trying to rifle the barrels. Roll a craft check for me.
Difficulty?
It's just master crafting a revolver. That's right. It's 4, right?
Yeah, before.
Yeah.
4 difficulty?
Why you look at me?
No, because you're there.
Fuck, that's a lot. 16.
So on the first revolver, like halfway through the part of the barrel, it snaps. He's like,
Here's a cool trick.
My barrel snaps?
no, the file.
Oh, okay.
He applied too much force and it just snaps.
Here's a cool trick. You can throw a revolver really far.
And it'll come back.
Check this out. Revolver's sinking a
What's
lake.
wrong about that?
So it snaps, he goes, God! And he pukes in the corner.
Oh God.
Me too. As soon as he pukes, I puke.
It's not that
Well,
aggressive.
I'm hammered. I'm hammered, so I just
trying to make him
puke
feel
too.
better.
We both come up at the same time.
And the worst thing I did
And they fall in
was
love
throw fake puke
immediately.
in the movie theater, and then everybody started to puke, and I felt so bad.
I'm not grossed out. I'm just empathetic.
It was good.
I just watched that movie last night. That's why it's in my head.
It was gonna take me a bit to make
Goonies?
Yeah.
another
Okay,
one
yeah.
of those. Here, I'm sorry. I'll get you when I can try it.
All right. Well, I'll.
This guy's life is misery. You can
He's
tell.
bulimic.
Believe
He's
it.
just
Bulimic or not?
Can't you bulimic?
bulimic. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna walk around
Ripley's bulimic
DM's
or not.
discretion at what I do while I'm hammered. I'm gonna be drinking
You're this
more.
hammered.
What a weird game show.
So, are you gonna continue to walk about?
I'm just making a lap. Once I get back to the caravan, I'm just
You
gonna.
spot Paul, the portly man, who one of the
good.
first people to meet you. He's with his wife. He's currently hanging
I thought
out.
it was Barry.
Paul was the guy that his
That's right.
his velociraptor murdered.
Yeah. Oh.
No, that was Everett.
No, that was Paul.
Oh, that was
Everett was the guy we were trying to reason with.
I'm very.
Just keep-
I don't
They
know.
all the same name. False.
You could say that person is someone that my velociraptor murdered, and you'd be right. Probably.
in cold blood.
Barry.
Say a random name.
Well, it is cold-blooded, so
You can throw a rock and hit somebody that your velociraptor is about to eat.
You spot Barry with.
You
his
throw a rock and
wife.
hit somebody.
He's hanging up laundry. And she's on the washband thing. The what's it called?
Oh, the washboard.
Washboard, yeah.
She's on the washboard and he's hanging up the laundry. He
The
kinda
worst instrument.
Gives you a wave.
Yeah. I'll.
He's Bob from Stranger Things.
His children,
hope
a
not.
daughter and a son, are running around. The son is chasing the daughter, and she's clearly not happy about
Yeah.
it.
Right. I'll walk up to him. Barry, right?
Yeah,
Bitch, stop
very,
chasing me.
very. Oh, that's a weird hand.
Oh.
What happened there? If you don't. Oh,
Fist bumps only.
I'm sorry.
I've been shaking hands with this all day.
what are you talking about? My hand's normal.
May, this is the
It's
guy I was
still
telling you
sizzling.
about.
Is this the old friend that he's gonna meet and have a?
This is Larry. This is one of the guys. Yeah, one of the guys I picked up, and she gives you a nod, but she's busy at work.
Right.
Oh, she's washing things on the washboard.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she
Not
was
playing
using it as
the
the
wash-
instrument.
No, she's doing.
I'm like,
the
this is the
actual
shittiest
thing.
instrument, especially to be soloing.
Wait, washboard solo is coming up. This is my favorite part. She's like,
You'd be great at the washboard.
I would. I already got it.
You got a face for radio.
if I ask how that happened.
Oh. running with some.
It's okay. I don't want to touch
fisted a
on
blacksmith.
It's okay. I don't actually care.
I wouldn't want to touch on a nerve here.
Oh,
I'm just curious.
It's fine. Running with a fire mage.
Yeah.
I'll do it to you.
Fire. will do
Metal
it too, yeah.
Kestis. It's.
I learned a little bit of pyromancy back in the day, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've mostly camping stuff, you know. It helps.
Utilitarian stuff.
Yeah, it's very useful for cooking too, honestly.
Steal her heart.
What?
If you want to continue talking to this guy, he just
Yeah.
Oh,
he
you're
will
not the
continue
guy.
to be
They're
a
both
pleasant person to conversate
Wonderful.
with.
Good. That,
Yeah.
that makes me happy. I like
You
this
do
guy.
learn he doesn't.
There's luck.
This is the one guy I like.
Barry is not okay with the fact that that Jardani has joined the scourge.
That is definitely something I would have brought up. Because
Yeah,
I saw
he's-
him, his distaste.
He's very not okay with that, and he's not the only one. But you stick together.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
are we part of the
Does
scourge right
he
now?
talk shit about like them joining the scourge? Like a lot of like the older generation of ours talk shit about when we elected Obama. Like they're just super bitter about it, but they're not gonna do anything.
Well, he's like,
No, they did something.
yeah.
They
elected Donald Trump.
They did something about
That's
it.
true. Well, that was because Obama couldn't run though.
True.
Obama got as many
That
terms
poor
as we
wheelchair.
got him.
And now he had to run. Am I right?
No,
It's not
Barry,
funny.
Barry's not happy about it, but he considers the caravan family, and if that's what everyone's doing, he wants to keep them safe.
Yeah.
So he's gonna do, but he's not gonna be happy about it.
When you drop the cup.
No. The ice cream's with I just want to see. It was so clear as day. Just see ice cream just whoop, fly out of my mouth as I was laughing.
So generally, this will be how the next couple weeks go.
Oh, we're just here. Oh, well, I guess until the
That's,
festival.
You guys,
that's fine with Julius.
That's fine with me too. I'm just gonna be.
they'll give you what they'll give you what's in their possession to give, like as long as it's not like something crazy, like give me all the guns in the entire place.
As long as it's not something crazy, like a really nice pistol that the big head guy likes.
My days are basically going to be like talking to what's his face about his velociraptor and like how to raise a velociraptor. What kind of food? Like,
Everest?
like yeah, like what? Like do you feed fish?
It is the only velociraptor in the place. You learn that he actually tamed it himself.
I
He
tamed-
actually did not learn from any Summerfolk tribe
Oh
or
yeah.
anything.
I mean, I take it by myself, but I learned it from.
Yeah, he caught it and tamed it, and it was a long process. He doesn't have as good of control over his raptor as you do yours. That is for sure.
Well, I don't control my raptor. We're friends and we talk to each other about things.
I'm hanging out with the gunsmith, even though his life is so bad. Like I would offer him alcohol, but I don't think that would make it any better for him.
It's like
He
I
just-
stay down.
Yeah.
his life is just so terrible, and I kind of feel bad for him, but also like,
Bill Ballart.
yeah.
But you
I
mean,
also
hey.
I don't want to hang out there like all the time, just because it's hard to hang out with somebody that pukes all the time. So like,
Folks, you can tell that folks have a lot of respect for him, and they do like him, but just like you, they can't hang around him.
yeah.
That's kind of why he got into the whole smithing thing, because it's something he can just do away from. It's a craft that he can do on his own to
Yeah.
take up his time.
But I am gonna come back and stop and like give him ideas for what I want my revolvers to look like, and just have those like as like a project he's working on the side, but all throughout the weeks.
do you think
And
like
since he has so much time to try and I'm not gonna roll for it, you can have him mastercrafted for range,
Okay.
do you think like
and you
you'll
can have him look neat if you want him to, but no more than that. He's not that talented.
Okay. So mastercraft for range.
Also, they get a doctor. They get a few.
Yeah, I was about to say, are you gonna get that thing, your spine shit checked out?
They
I mean, I'm so drunk this whole 2 weeks that if somebody brings a doctor to me, I will be like, okay, cool.
they get that
He's gonna
out.
die if we don't.
Good.
Okay.
It would have become infected and gotten real bad.
It's probably getting rusty too.
What are you gonna do?
Not a
This,
dry
by the
person.
way, memories of home. So many memories of home.
That's why I'm trying to
It's-
focus on the chest.
Yeah, it hurts a little bit, especially because.
oh you mean that oh you mean that home you lost tragically in that one bad tragic experience, that home where your mom and dad lived?
Lived like they were alive once.
I don't my Julius is he doesn't know shit about this.
They're the craftsman. Herschel is his name. He comes and helps you out. He comes whenever he can. He's a locksmith. He's got a wife, no kids. Nice guy. quiet though.
I'll take him out.
No one will
I'll
notice.
become him.
I think and Kitsy's pretty quiet too, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of hours spent. You two
Just clicks and
the only communication you guys have is just like, hey,
hand me that.
hand me that. Hey, I think. Yeah.
You do like it makes a certain click sound and like there's a buzzing and you both look at each other like, and then just go
I
back.
found
to
a clue. I found a clue. It's like an escape room.
Everyone, come on, everyone, come read it.
I
Come
think
read it.
there's some of the letters are circled, and we put those together. We say the password. We open a box, and then we get a flashlight. Flashlight's always the key.
No,
But that's a
The key's always the key.
Yeah, it's a flashlight.
So, actually, since you have 2 weeks, and that's a lot of rest periods, and that's all you're doing, isn't it?
Resting. Oh, no. Doing the chest.
I don't have anything else to do.
I'll make some armor for myself. If we have like leather and supplies and
Oh,
stuff.
I have a horse too. Sometimes I ride my horse around just to give him some exercise. His
They'll
name's
give you
Tippy.
some basic leather armor if you want it.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I'm going to get to know Barry's kids.
Oh, they're Marianne and Jerome.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna spend not like a
Marianne,
ton of time
Jerome, what do you
with
want?
them, but like enough.
They're a little intimidated. Well, Jerome thinks your hand's the coolest goddamn thing.
Of course,
He
does.
kind of he
Jerome, he like wraps aluminum foil over his hand. Too.
he thinks you're the coolest motherfucker. He
I'm probably
really
gonna end up
does.
killing these people. I mean, just usually how D&D goes, we're probably gonna have to kill them.
I'm probably gonna fucking murder them.
Marianne's a little like trepidatious at first, but her and her brother fight a lot. But you can tell that they're really close and that they don't usually leave each other's side. So eventually she warms up to you. Everything, and she'll make you like the little daisy chains and make a little daisy chain halo for you and stuff like that.
Did she draw him a really
I will
creepy
wear
picture?
it until I'm out of sight of them and in sight of them, and then I will take it off. But I'll keep it. I'm not gonna throw that shit away.
Everett, he is just trying to live up to his father's expectations. You learn a lot about Leonard's a busy guy, very busy. He was always got people talking to him. He's always got mostly people with weapons talking to him and stuff. Occasionally, you'll see other folks come into camp with weapons, clearly from other caravans associated with the Scourge, and they'll talk to him. They'll give him some food or something. He'll give them some weapons, or maybe he'll send some people out with them. He doesn't concern you guys with that, honestly. But he does some business with them.
He's like, yeah, he's the second in command, right, to his father.
Oh, Everett doesn't do that. Leonard is. Everett is. Occasionally, he has to go out with those people, and he talks about how he
His cool.
I'm gonna try to get buddy with Everett, the son.
Yeah, the son. He's just trying to live up to his father's expectations. He's counted as a warrior amongst the people, and he goes out with the parties and everything to raid stuff.
Is bandit raids or?
Bandit raids, definitely.
I sign up for those if they can't.
They're
if I
Scourge,
can.
dude.
Yeah, I mean, we're bandits, so.
I
There's,
sign up for those if we can.
but you're like,
Yeah, I'll go.
it's different because like you guys rode with Boss Haas. That's different. Boss Haas was like, we're in it for the money. These guys, you can see them bring home just tons of food for their families.
Yeah,
They're
I'll
Robin Hoods.
go with them.
I'll help them.
Yeah,
They call themselves the Scourge.
that was a self-given name.
It's not a self-given name, but they go by it. They're like, oh yeah, that's us.
I mean,
Scourge.
we worked for a guy named Boss Haas. You know, nobody else made up
For
that
like
name
an hour.
Yeah, for really.
The Scourge was a name given to the movement,
But they
early
don't-
on.
they
It was too
deny
loose of an organization to really have a name early on. It was just an alliance of caravans, and then by the time they reached the Verdant Greenlands, they just kind of accepted the title, not willingly, but they're like, "This is what we're doing." I guess they call us the Scourge. That's what we are now.
Yeah, I'll go do hood rat stuff with Everett.
You're
I'm gonna go to Hood Rat with my friends.
You want to join them?
Let's do some hood rat
Oh yeah,
stuff.
I'm gonna. Every time like I'm going out with them.
Where are your revolvers?
That's what I was gonna say. I go pick up my revolvers and I just test out how they work.
It's like
every
daycare.
different time. Yeah,
He weighted them just so that he could spin them better.
that's awesome.
He weighted them just right.
Ah! Then he starts going.
I want
Force error.
I want bone handles on them too, because they had shitty wood ones. I want bone handles.
He is 2 weeks, and honestly, I'm letting it be a matter for appearance, so however you want him to look.
Yep.
Alright, so the chest, between you and Herschel, you can get, if this is all you're doing, you can pretty much get the
I don't have
whole
anything else to
chest by the end of the
Did
2
your
weeks.
hand help with something in it?
I'm doing that.
The rest of the chest,
Your hand gets unmelted and you're like, oh, this is where my action.
you get piece by piece. They
I got
they come
you.
off in pieces and you build them back together. You get a cuirass and some armor for shins and arms. You get it's all the same color as the chest and it's all gear work looking. You get a small shield, counts as a buckler, and you get a sword. It's like a full
This is from
Getup.
from the chest?
from the chest. Pieces of the chest come off,
Becoming this.
and then they recombine together.
I think you're just cosplaying.
It's just the cosplay.
He's cosplaying
So-
as the chest.
Yeah.
After taking apart the whole chest, it's a full.
It's the scepter. It's the
It's
thing.
like Perseus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
like Perseus.
Perseus
Funny
Jackson
how that
and
works,
the
is
Olympic.
it?
Fun.
It is.
Perseus.
Like from.
What do you do?
I don't know what he did.
He was given like a piece of armor from each god and a weapon to all combine into one suit of armor to kill
Oh yeah.
to kill what's his name? What's the Titan's name?
Dad.
Kronos.
Dad, dickhead,
He
dad.
did do that. That's
I
confirmed.
can't get one of my
I'm like-
revolvers.
Leonard is checking it. They
Yeah.
move the chest one night when most folks are asleep, and they move it with a cover and everything to its own tent.
Yeah, so I'm like Herschel.
It takes the course of weeks to do, but like
Banging job, Herschel. I'm gonna,
the
if you don't mind, Herschel, I'm gonna try this on. See, just we've been working 2 weeks on it. You can try it on. If you want to go first, go for it.
the sword is mastercraft. It's a long sword, mastercrafted in every
I don't-
conceivable way.
Okay. All right.
Holy shit.
It's a
So I'm gonna
nice,
put it all on.
The craftsmanship, not just the chest, but the armor and everything, is the toppest of notch. Like, it's impeccable that someone was able to craft this, even with the puzzle mechanic to even
Well,
make
it
it come
wasn't a
together.
So I'm
and
a
still
walking
be-
mastercraft.
Yeah, pretty much. It's Leonard.
Just call me
keeping
Mr.
tabs
Krabs.
on it,
Leonard,
Mr. Craft.
and he's very happy. He doesn't have a lot of time, obviously, because he's
Yeah.
busy. He'll stop in, but he's very, very happy with the
So
progress.
I'm gonna find.
A hot
Can
chick.
I get one of the guns mastercrafted for damage?
Lug.
instead of range?
Because you're still.
Sure.
No. Who's going on the adventures?
Those two.
They did not find you yet.
He doesn't want the armor to leave the tent.
I'm not gonna take it out of tent.
Okay.
I'm just gonna send somebody to get
I'm just gonna go outside.
I'm not gonna actually like do combat.
Yeah, you don't.
Because you go out with raiding parties and it's exactly what you expect. Some people are a lot less armed than others. It feels like bandit days.
I'm not gonna bring any explosives to these raids.
Okay, Everett.
Good.
You can tell that a lot of the people do like. Some of the people are way too into this.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, do I notice like some people are actually like, yeah, it's like killing people.
Some of these people are like really into it. It's like almost this has unlocked some part of them that they didn't.
I'm
know
gonna
about.
like make a mental note of all those people in my head.
Every-
And I'm not gonna sit near them at lunch.
That's not me, but like if they want me to shoot somebody, I'm just kind of like
No, that's you then. Oh, you
I
just gotta
don't
go.
I don't hate it. I don't enjoy it. It's just a job.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to kill someone. Cool, I guess.
Everett, he's not like partial to killing people, but he wants results. That's all he cares about.
I'm sort of like you, like where it's like a job, but like I'm more just hanging out with Everett and just like
I also try to
what
make
happens is cool
I
as
try
fuck.
to make things a duel as much as I can.
you try to make
Every
things
time
even.
somebody is armed, I want to make it a draw.
So you guys are just hanging out with
So
the
you come
moves,
back
basically.
dead.
My revolvers, the range one is fire. The damage one is brimstone.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Brimstone and fire. Oh, shit.
Oh, there we go.
Bone.
Ready? Set,
Zone.
fire.
Skeleton.
Bone zone.
Bone zone.
Bone zone.
You just step into the bones. I shot you before I
I
finished
take
my
it
one
also
line.
when you're in the camp, it's bone zone for you.
Oh yeah.
The
And Cleo.
Oh, hey, good. There you go, buddy.
the love between Cleo and
Yeah, you just stepped into the bone zone.
the Velociraptor love flourishes. If you let it.
What is that?
I'm gonna let
If
Cleo.
the meteorite hits, it's really gonna be the bone zone.
I'm gonna let Cleo know that, like, young love doesn't last. Honestly, I don't know how long I'm gonna stay here, and I don't want Cleo to get too attached. So I'm gonna have a talk with her.
You
It's
have
like,
to talk.
So like,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk.
like honestly, you can't really have a talk. But are you gonna put?
I'm gonna.
Really, Alec?
Are you gonna stimmy that?
What?
Are you gonna stimmy that? Or are you gonna do something to prevent that from becoming?
I'm gonna sit down with Cleo. I'm gonna talk to her because she's my friend. She's my companion. She's my partner.
If Cleo wants to bone this other Velociraptor, are you gonna?
She
let her?
gonna bone.
All
she
right,
can
you're
bone.
gonna let-
She's gonna bone. She's gonna bone.
She gonna
You're
bone.
gonna let her
say?
bone Herbie.
She gonna
All right.
bone. She gonna bone. She gonna bone.
She totally does. What were you?
I call
That's
Lug
gonna be
over.
the grossest.
I sent somebody to go get Lug.
Sure.
So somebody, I can't think of another name, but you're getting to know these
Jeffrey.
people.
Paul again.
Jeffrey, sure. Jeffrey,
Paul
you're getting
too.
to know these people.
Cool.
Jeffrey's walking by. He's carrying some wood back to his house or what the fuck ever. He's like, hey, your friend wanted you back at the thing. The quiet one? What's his name?
Oh, Kitsy.
Kitsy. Yeah. He wanted you back at the tent.
All right, I'll head over.
He just keeps
I will
walking
head
by.
over.
Man, you fall folks have weird names like Jeffrey and Barry.
Alright, so
Yeah, all right, I'll head over. I walk in the other direction.
I hear you coming in. I say to Herschel, I'll be right back. I'm not wearing the armor currently.
Okay.
I've already tried it on. I step back out and I come over to you.
You call?
Alright, I can put on all the armor and run. Do we want to do that?
Excuse
So
me?
basically, everything in the chest makes a full suit of armor and a sword and stuff.
By the way, we are.
Are we all together?
No,
we are,
Okay.
just
we
me and
are-
Lug.
We are days away from the festival.
Do we want to run for it? Or do we just want to get
The
paid and
festival,
leave it?
which I should note,
Can I do a knowledge check about this armor?
real quick, the festivities are being set up near the bluff. They're not in sight of the camp. And you've come to understand that that's traditional because only the people setting up want them to know what it's like there, but they want it to be a whole new experience for everybody, just to walk in the festival and it's a whole thing there. They have a feast.
I'll use that as an excuse to not have set it up. Like, nah, I want to see it on the first day.
You want to do a knowledge check on the armor? What, just about...
What, and if there's a legend about it, if there's like a prophecy, a fall folk proverb.
Okay.
A false prophecy.
I wanna know
about a
what- 'cause this
17-year-old
armor's
with really
meant
great
for
perception
something.
That gets armor.
It could be
and
meant
kills
to be
everyone in
the
world.
wearer of this
Yeah.
unites the clans.
Oh, I
The
know
wearer
that
of
one.
this defeats the big monster at the end of the tunnel. The wearer of this is a sacrifice. Who knows? I want to know what that purpose is.
The first person to wear this is a sacrifice. It was Herschel. Herschel did it.
First person to wear this is gay?
Oh man! 6.
Don't know jack shit about it.
Just write your name on the inside, like the collar of the armor, then no one else can wear it.
Herschel seems to know the story behind this and the importance, but again, you guys
Don't talk.
Herschel, what's the story behind this?
like. Do you come back in and say
Yeah.
that? He's admiring the piece. He's like, what?
I mean, do you know?
Roll a persuade check for me.
Okay.
This is the first time you guys had an actual conversation, ever.
I'm gonna sit like against the tent
This is the
and
first-
just kind of like admiring our work.
Yeah, this is the first time you guys had a conversation outside
didn't
of
even
just
finish
trying
our
to solve
conversation.
this stuff.
3.
You said, hey, Lug, do you want to steal this and leave? And then walked away.
Lug just awkwardly.
I'll wait outside, whatever.
I'm sure Leonard will
just
tell
awkwardly
you
leave.
during the festival. He's gonna. It'll kind of be the centerpiece of it.
Okay. I'm trying to act like a teen, so I'm just gonna.
He pulls out a pocket watch. You know he's. I ought to be getting. I'm gonna get,
This is the ancient version of like kids putting their headphones in and know how to talk.
Can I hear their conversation?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go around the corner. So he
He's-
doesn't see me
there
when he's
there
leaving.
I should note that there are guards posted outside this, and they are like the honor guard type, because this is an important chest.
Right.
But Herschel checks his watch. He's like, I would say see you tomorrow, but I guess we're done. I'll see you.
Do we want to put the armor back in the chest?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You can answer that. I'm a bit tired. I'm trying to. Sorry, I just want to search my memory to see what I remember about. I've seen this armor before, so I'm just trying to think about it. Armor. What was it about? Something.
Deception check.
Something.
That is a deception ass check. If it's passive, she'll talk about it. But
That's a good point.
I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'm fine with the deception check.
'Cause
I'm literally trying to annoy him to the point where he's like, "Fucking fine, okay."
Okay, I got
That's all I'm doing. That's why I'm just trying to be the most
spent 2
annoying
weeks working
teenager.
on getting a box open, dude. He's got patience for years.
it's a puzzle box. This guy he's right. He does have patience for
But
years.
I mean, even like this is a teenager.
What did he get?
2 ones.
You've heard of this?
I've heard of armor
I've heard of the concept of armor. Yes.
and special armor. I mean, that's you could throw a rock and hit a book about special armor.
I guess you're right, but this is a little more family specific for the Giordani. You ever heard the name Casimir Beaumont? Roll a knowledge check, actually. You might have, because you're from a Fallful caravan. Get a +1 actually.
For my.
Can I roll a knowledge check since I'm listening?
You can.
I know.
12.
12.
6.
Casimir Beaumont. What'd you get?
I got 6.
You actually happen to know this too. You heard it offhand in a conversation of all once.
Cool.
Casimir Beaumont it's an ancient name that harkens back to the time of the Lords. During the War of the Lords, when all 3 of the Lords of Summer, Winter, and Spring went to war
And pumpkin spice season.
went to war against Autumn, the Lord of Fall. The Lord of Fall had 12 disciples, 12 close friends, and Casimir Beaumont was one of them. He was known to be a brilliant craftsman.
And this is his armor.
The stories says that he's made it. This is his handiwork as far as the story goes, but I feel bad saying more, honestly. Wait until the festival. The other pieces, it'll be a show, I promise.
Pieces.
He's referring to the key thing and the
Scepter?
scepter.
Cool.
He gonna kill somebody with those.
Sacrifice the
He's
first
a
person
very
to
awkward
kill
person. He leaves.
I'm gonna sneak.
I'm gonna pocket one shin guard.
One shin guard? Okay. You can do that.
Can
Just
I-
one, left
can
or
I-
right? Just left or right?
Left.
Okay. It probably won't matter. It probably won't matter, but it might matter at some point just because narrative.
I'll wait for him to leave and then I'm gonna walk in with him.
The guards, as you try to walk in, they kind of step in the path. They're
Oh,
fine with you being near, but
I'm with him.
Leonard says no one but those two and himself.
And me. And my friends. And my dad.
And I actually get a +1 every week.
I'm gonna do one go for me. I think she'll let me. She'll let me go all the way this time.
Well, I'll step back.
So the guard
Wait
go
for-
back to guarding.
I'll wait for you, I guess.
I step out.
Alright.
All right, so you guys just walk away or
Yeah, well, I guess we're gonna walk.
What do you
talk
think, Lug?
law and order.
So what
Do
is
we
this
get
about?
paid for this, or do
Armor?
we?
You got the chest open. So what was in it?
A suit of armor from a demigod.
Yeah, I heard that much.
It's just like a demigod.
So that's pretty. We should be able to get a pretty penny for it, and I don't think. I'm just gonna hope, as long as this festival doesn't involve sacrifices, we'll get paid and we can leave. Is my guess.
But we won't have.
You guys do know this will not involve sacrificing.
Okay.
That's your one power. You know when something
I know when something
sacrifice.
will-
It's a turning of the season festival. Every culture has them just
I
because.
like to imagine he just walks into like a random store and he's like,
Oh no! Get out of here!
She's not going to this store ever again.
Seasons are a big deal in this setting, so everybody's got turning of the
Yeah.
season festival and shit like that, especially for their own.
But when it's their season, it's the big one.
That's the big one.
But
We won't have the armor.
we won't. Well, we don't need the armor for anything.
Yeah, but it's cool as shit. I would assume.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit loud.
it's a bit ostentatious.
Yeah, but
But I'm sure it's powerful.
do
Well, it has
we
some-
want? I don't want these people to have it.
Why not? Isn't it meant for them or something?
They're the scourge.
It is meant for
I'm
them.
liking the scourge so far. It's been pretty fun.
Oh, are we together?
No, it's just me and Luck.
us.
It's just
Alright.
those two.
You and I are having a
I
completely
assume
separate
I assume you're at the brothel.
I walk out and I.
Brotheling.
I assume they were at
No, they're out
hunting
adventuring.
parties. Yeah.
No, we just do every now and then.
Every now.
Okay, that's why I only grabbed him.
I'm walking around town
Yeah.
socializing, so
Yeah.
whatever. If I see you guys, let me know.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. Just say it.
Alec, DM's discretion on where I wander.
Me and Luck go to a corner somewhere and
Okay,
talk.
yeah. We're making
If you're
this
trying
very,
to stay
we're
away
making
from
this
those
very
two.
private.
No, we're trying to stay away from people.
Okay. Yeah.
So
You spot on. You don't.
Oh, hey guys.
You're coming out the brothel and they're walking by. You just
You
got
spot
laid.
me
You just
because
got your
you're
dick
passive
sucked.
18
so you're
is
feeling-
I know exactly where you are. I have radar.
You can just hear my voice anywhere I am in the
you've
camp.
developed the radar now.
I'm gonna tiptoe over there. What are we talking about?
Bart,
What?
come over here.
I'm on the other side of a tent, like, I'm looking around like, who the...
It's your grandpa.
Your grandpa.
Grandpappy.
My granddad's alive.
Grandpa?
How'd you get here?
Come here, grandpa.
It takes me a moment to figure out where you are, and I walk over. I'm not actually drunk
Alright.
this time.
Yeah, good.
I've been hungover.
All right.
Fuck for the past couple of days. I'm not drinking.
We're gonna do the thing where we skip our stories. This is what Kitsy says, and we're gonna get right to the bare bones. I got it open. It's demigod's armor and sword. I don't want these people
Only
to have-
demigod.
Question. What's a demigod?
It's like way more powerful than a human, not as powerful as a god.
It's a god's kid,
Fuck.
like a little baby, little baby god,
half god, half dude.
Is there guns in it?
No.
or half god, half lady.
Now,
So again, why?
goddamn birds.
Again, why don't we want people to? Why don't we
So,
want them
so,
to have
so
it
it's our armor now.
if we leave with it?
They said
If you guys outvote me, then we'll just
tent-
we'll get the money.
The way it's laid out, I just want to establish this just for the future. The tent is right next to Dowling's tent. The honor guard are there. There's
Yeah.
several of them there at all times. There's at least
We're
one
not
in the back.
saying steal it right now.
I know. I'm just saying it's towards the middle of the camp, so you would have to travel through the whole camp with it in order to get it out.
How much dynamite do you have?
5.
You have it written down. You didn't have to check your bag.
What?
Instead of checking your bag, it's like you pull out a piece of paper. Listen,
Okay.
we can get paid for it
I like that.
and leave.
I like that.
Ooh, you two would actually have a pretty good idea. They're getting a pretty decent amount of money.
They're getting...
Like, you guys are raiding,
Wow.
so you guys are bringing some of the money back. They're making a pretty good
I think we
income.
could get us a bargain out of this, though. I know how much is going in there.
We don't want a bargain. We want more.
Well, yeah, but we could
I mean,
bargain.
like
I
a
see what you mean.
fortune bargain.
I understand that.
What would be so bad about letting them have it?
I'm getting pretty bored with this place.
I mean, I'm all for a magical set of
I mean,
armor
it's
over
fun,
money any
but
day.
Nobody duels me here.
You can only have sex with the same woman so many times.
That's what all of them
You guys have a lot of thoughts about fall folk. Did a lot of varying thoughts, but one thing is true about them is that they'll, when they have a belief, they'll stick to it until the end, until either they're dead or everybody else is dead.
Yeah, I sort of had a belief that if we take that armor, we get cursed.
No,
They cast
I don't
curse.
like no curses.
I mean,
I like
you
cursing.
won't be favored by the fall folk ancestors, but you might be favored by your own. Listen,
I don't know.
like
what
I said,
mine
So whatever this belief is, they're going to follow it. And the only path that requires armor is battle.
And they're the Scourge.
And they're the Scourge.
But you know, like, they're not so bad. They're not. Boss was worse.
How many people have you taken food from?
At least 5.
I took food from him.
Why do they deserve food more than... I mean, why do the Scourge deserve food more than they did?
Because then the got guns get food.
Because I want to have some fun.
Listen. If we let them have it, they're going to do something rash. We'll be allies, I guess. And they're not going to come after us, but...
But you think that armor
Can
is
you-
meant to kill something? Or just a lot of somethings.
What else would you
like
use it
people,
for?
Maybe.
Now I'm all
If
up.
it was a key, I'd be less scared. But it's armor and a sword. You don't...
And a buckler.
It's not for ceremony. I mean, it's
buckler,
pretty
too.
beautiful, but I wore that.
Is it beautiful?
I could take down all of you
it's-
guys with that armor.
Crafted by
I mean-
literally one of the finest
mean-
craftsmen that has ever lived.
Fair enough. What color is
Well, not just a craft. Like, even him, it probably took a team of the finest craftsmen the world had to offer at the time to make this.
Can you live with that?
I would be fine. It'd be hard on Cleo though.
it? Cleo's want to leave.
Son, in our kind of work, you learn to live with everything. Because you get to live.
Like I said, I favor a fancy set of armor over money any day.
You hear,
Personally.
you hear the shouting of a small child coming towards you guys.
Which wait, who is it?
You start to hear it. Ah! And then Jerome just punches you right in the thigh. He's got like basically tinfoil wrapped around his hand.
I like fake.
I got you.
I like fake it.
I got you.
Oh God! I stuck my hand in the forge.
I have both my pistols like ready, and I just like slowly and try to subtly put them back in the holsters.
I do
Got you.
oh! You got me.
The Marianne comes running around the tent. He's like, "Oh no!" And then he just dashes off, and she chases after him.
Bitch.
Oh, dude.
Sorry. Where were we?
So that's you're for taking the armor.
We might have to kill some of these people to take it.
Well,
I'm fine either way. This
not
is
all these people are exactly the best kind of people. Saw some people out there who were enjoying just the act of killing.
You guys have also. You guys fought with Barry too.
Yeah, Barry's fine. Barry's cool.
I am.
There's
There are
He's not
people
the only
here
one
who are
like
here to
that.
live, but
Don't kill Barry.
I am your leader, but I default to you. This is a democracy.
Oh,
this is a demon crafty.
what's that mean? That's too fancy.
It means everybody gets to vote.
Why does he know where?
I heard that in a magazine.
It's a demigorge.
You take him down.
I heard that in a magazine.
You
Heard that in a magazine.
Someone read it to me.
It's a loud ass magazine.
Well, I can't read, so I have to hear it from a magazine.
We could. I mean, there's always just wait to the ceremony and see what happens, but I'm afraid that'll be too late.
There won't be a way out. Everyone will be watching. If something bad's gonna happen, there's not gonna be a way for us to escape it.
Cleo's
Or-
pretty fast.
Not fast enough.
Not faster than
And
a bullet.
not with a whole set of armor.
Hey, I'm tired of
And a
drinking.
sword.
We can do it tonight.
We can't steal it from there
Why not?
because there's guards 24/7.
It's a tent. I can blow it up.
There are honor guards too.
There's a tent.
You won't be able to blow up that armor.
We can sneak in the back.
Not with 5.
We could sneak in the back. I've seen them do this. Do a couple of gold sacks somebody was stealing one time or another. We sneak in the back of the tent. You take the chest out and you bury it behind the tent. And they think that you stole it, but you didn't. And then when they go look for you, you go back, you get the chest, and you run off with it.
Remember, you put him in charge.
Luckily, it's a Demon
Hey, I appreciate. Look, I appreciate the effort. That's a really strong idea. What do you got?
They're gonna hear me shoveling for one thing. They're right outside.
Well, hey,
See, this was
idea.
a bank that they did it at, so like it was a little bit easier.
Idea. What if we just kill him?
All people?
We can't get out of
Well,
town.
the guards.
I sang it down.
We'd kill guards, but it'd be pretty loud.
You were just
we don't have
talking
to be-
about how you're okay with these people.
I don't care. I'm okay with them.
Have I fought
That's
with those two
people.
guards before?
Well, the guard, the higher tier, I call them honor guards, but they're really just a higher tier of guards. They're people who have actually had formal training in combat and like know what they're doing. They usually get the better equipment and stuff.
Are they cool or are they dicks?
It's come see, come saw. Some of them are cool, some of them are dicks. You
Some of them
notice
are cool dicks.
The thing is, you notice the ones who are dicks are usually the ones leading the parties out.
Well, see ya.
The guys who don't like the whole scourging business are usually the ones who are guarding things.
Okay.
So the good guys are probably the ones that are going to be guarding the chest and Dowling's tent.
What if you hide the armor?
Where?
I don't know. I leave. You say I stole the armor.
Quick question.
That's basically what he said.
Yeah, but just about-
Who knows about the armor?
So far,
Me, us four, Leonard,
probably the head
the
honcho.
guards outside of it right now, and Herschel. Probably his son too.
Can't kill all those people.
I could get in there, put on the armor.
Fight your way out. Is it that?
You?
I could roll the caravan up. Come get you.
They're still just always gonna shoot at us.
the carriage can't really go that fast. They'll if they're just
We
on
can
horses,
roll
they'll
some
run the
horses up and come get you.
I could put you on the back of Cleo.
Cleo can go pretty fast. I've seen her.
She got
We
died.
can split out and meet. He and I can split out and meet you guys.
We're
after
just
that.
gonna be chased for a while. We
We can
need.
set up an ambush.
There's 4 of us.
What if we get a decoy?
We don't have time.
We don't have the time or the skills
When's-
for that.
when's- in 3 days.
When's the festival?
It's in about 3 days.
And who's gonna make it? None of us
The
have
festival's
skills.
outside town. They have to transport it.
You have skills. What's your craft? We don't have skills enough to craft a new fake set of armor.
How many people are in this camp?
How many people? Round about 200 or so. How many people can fight? There's about 50 people who are fighters. About 25 more who can, like Barry, who can be levied for a fight, like their fathers and their craftsmen, like Herschel.
So how many?
who can
How many
hold the sword.
altogether?
And about 15 to 20 of the 50 that you can fight are the honor guards. So
75.
maximum you're looking at 75 and about 3 tiers of people.
What if we postpone it?
How-
You make up something about how there's some inscription that's like there's a missing piece over here on this map. We have to go out there and find it.
They're gonna look at it and want way more evidence. They've been setting up this festival for years. They might even not care. They want the festival to happen.
And also he'd have to convince Herschel, and Herschel knows about as much of that chest as he does.
Yep.
He doesn't have the perception bonus, but he's got the same craft.
You found you found like a broken map in there first, didn't you?
I have an idea. I think that's a good. Do you think with some time, maybe some book reading, I'd be able to figure out a type of ink used for the scope, for the lenses?
Ink for the lenses. Oh yeah.
To reveal things.
Yeah, the
Or was it like lucimancy or something?
It was somewhat hallucimancy, somewhat an etching at certain angles.
I mean,
You,
I could do the lemon juice thing.
if there was,
You know what we could do too? We could set off his dynamite on the opposite side of town.
if one of you had
Get
decent
everybody to run
hallucimancy,
there
you could
and then just
fake
take off
it.
with the.
Oh, God. I don't got lucimancy. I got velociraptor.
That fortune teller lady, by the way, she's actually very good at hallucimancy.
Oh, good to
She's
know.
gift you.
Probably.
And there's
Sorry.
a couple of
It
them.
wasn't a topaz you put in that bowl.
There's a fair number of people
Oh,
in the caravan who have like some rudimentary pyromancy skill. It's the most like just vague, like generally useful one. And there's about a handful of people, like 5 or 6, that are decent luciomancers. They usually use them for communication. They have like a Morse code, and they'll just blink the sunstones at each other from long distances.
Oh, neat.
They got magic. We don't got magic.
Your idea might be the only good one.
The only one that would work. I like it. Make it seem like there's one final piece that we need. Maybe a shin guard to complete the set.
Herschel's
saw
seen
the-
it though.
Herschel's seen the whole set. So has
Yeah.
the
Well, there could
guards. Leonard might not have. I would roll for it honestly, but
missing dagger maybe. Missing
belt.
something. And we have to go somewhere
Is
to
there a
get it.
helmet?
Huh?
Is there a helmet?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. What
Mask?
what
But
are all the?
it's not that. It's we got to figure out.
it's the helmet, helmet, chest piece, shin guard, arm guard. The thighs and the biceps are actually exposed, but
But nothing that's just like a single something.
It looks
Yeah.
like a Spartan outfit.
Okay.
yeah.
Sword shield. Scepter.
The way back when Fall Folk had their own, their own continent like every other race, and they had their own culture and their own place to call home. That was kind of the style. It's kind of similar to Romanesque, but I mean, it's had a lot of other influences. But this is clearly from that era and that place.
Casimir Dumont was a master craftsman. Is that what you're saying?
Beaumont, yes.
Beaumont.
Back in the golden age of Fall Folk. Each of each of those 12. Some call them children, some call them disciples, some call them apostles. Like they're vaguely religious figures tied to the Autumn Lord of Fall. Each of them have so many legends tied to them. They're kind of like King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table in myth and lore and stuff like that, which is part of why this is such an amazing thing in the first place, because you kind of have tangible evidence that one of them might have actually existed. Their actual existence has been called into question before,
Man, you got 12 disciples merchandise.
just based on how tall the tales of their
They broke up
exploits are.
like years ago.
Here's what I'm thinking. I might be able to trick them into believing that since I put on the armor first, that
But
That-
we don't know anything about it. They're hiding stuff from us about this armor. They could know that's not true or something.
but if I say Beaumont, there was a part of Beaumont in here, and now he's leading me somewhere. I can do some pretty.
Fate pointy deception.
I can do some. Yes, no, but I'm saying I can also do a few parlor tricks to make it seem like I've grown more intelligent, more intuitive.
What kind of parlor tricks you got in mind?
I could probably put the chest back together with my eyes blindfolded, one hand, something like that.
How would you do that?
By putting it back together blindfolded with one hand,
I'm
dumbass.
just really good.
I guess you have been working with that thing for what, a month, 2 months now?
The trick is he takes the blindfold off.
He uses the one hand to take the blindfold.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
I can do that. We can.
He has an idea.
I can pretend to see the future.
And then we make it happen.
Your armor will get stolen by some.
That's good. That's clever.
Just so you know, as far as places to run if you do get out of this camp, I just want you to know geographically where you are. If you head north, you'll see more similar lands, and then you'll eventually reach a coast that reaches deep water, like ocean water. If you head south, you're going to see some savanna-esque land, and then the shallow sea with a lot of fishing communities down there. If you head east, that's back the way you came. It's closer to the UCS and a lot of towns. If you go west, you're going to start, you'd have to go over the bluff or around it, but you're going to start seeing some jungles and that's where you start getting into tribal Summerfolk land.
That's perfect.
And that's
That's
where you
ex- yeah,
start
that's
seeing
exactly
a lot
right.
more dinosaurs
here's
and
the
like
plan.
natural
Here's the plan.
threats.
I'm gonna bring Litter to the armor, and I'm gonna ask if I can put it on real quick, and tell him I believe that I'm gonna fortune teller it up.
Linder's the head guy.
I'm gonna
Yes,
pretend
let it
that Beaumont's talking to me and telling me things, and then I'm gonna show it to him.
To what?
Show him.
And I can make him think that I can see the future.
You think you can?
Well, if we make him think you can see the past, does he got? no, I'm saying, does he got special papers in his office?
He's gonna know. But he's gonna know more than we will about the past. Is the problem?
That's what I'm saying. We could.
But I can pretend to know more about the future than he can.
You want me
You
to?
just take him
I
to the
can-
room
I can
and
show you.
You want me to do some explosives?
I'm gonna,
to scare him?
What if you just take him to
What's
the
with you and
room?
explosives?
That's all I got.
You got your Velociraptor.
You tell him you're gonna show him something, you put on the armor, and then you take his ass hostage.
She's a friend.
No, he'll beat me.
And also, you guys,
No, I'm just a boy.
he can beat him. B, they've got enough people surrounding you.
I'm gonna
C,
stand-
they've got some people who are pretty damn good shots.
I'm gonna stand like off the side, and I'm gonna like walk kind of to where the more people are. You know, they're probably closing down shop and whatnot towards the night, and I'm just gonna look at it for a bit and close my eyes, and then I'm gonna point out to when one guy is gonna close up shop.
Like,
Like to us?
Wow.
Like one guy who hasn't closed up shop yet.
okay.
I'm just gonna have my eyes closed and wait for it until I know what's gonna happen.
All right, there's one guy. It's not really a shop; it's his house because it's just the tenants living
But
out.
like I'm like when he flips the sign or whatever it is, you know.
Do we?
Because I've known.
He has a big. Most people have like a quarterstaff or some sort of thing like sticking out of the ground with a sunstone on top in order to turn it off. Like
It's give or take a few seconds after I point, just or maybe even like.
Sure.
He walks up and just doop. He doesn't take it off. He just touches it and it turns off.
Do we see this?
Yeah, you see me
Yeah.
shut my eyes, and then point, and then he.
Doop. And then goes back into his
That's
tent.
cool.
And then
It's
you
not
made him turn his light
close,
off.
like,
and then after that, it would be. Her.
Sure enough, it's not quite as on
Yeah,
point.
yeah. It's not like right when I point, but
The order is correct. And
What did that chest do to you?
oh man. I'm just saying. I think I could. Fall people like to believe.
Sure do.
If I know one thing about, if I know something about tribes, is they do like believing in like
And I have a fate point.
they believe in fancy.
That's what this
magic.
whole plan is based off of.
They believe in all that nice stuff, but they believe in omens a lot more.
All right.
An omen will get them moving.
The only other thing I need,
We
I
need to get
need a jungle. Your favorite jungle?
you're familiar with some of the
I
jungles
know
to the
jungle.
northwest.
I know some. Do I know which
Well-
tribe's up? Do I
well-
know what the close tribe is?
If you're familiar with the jungle, on one hand you know the paths and you know how to travel through it, but on the other hand, there's folks there that know you.
We need a clear one, because
If you go straight west,
I'm gonna
or-
be in the armor. We're basically gonna do the fight plan where we just fight them, but there's not gonna be 150 of them. There's gonna be whatever squad Leonard wants to bring, and I'll be able to actually help this time, hopefully, because I'm in the armor.
Okay. And then if he doesn't believe you, we can always just sell it.
Yeah, exactly. If he doesn't believe it, then fuck me, right? Just get the money.
I don't really want to, but you know, some people say.
Hey,
I suppose if we pull it off, this is a win-win for us.
I like those. I haven't seen one yet.
is everybody
I'm happy to.
Everybody is okay with this plan?
Sure.
It's gonna be hard on Cleo.
No, but Cleo, you said Cleo's the one who doesn't want to hurt these people. I mean, he doesn't want to like.
Cleo's been having that
Cleo-
hard on her since we
Oh,
got
I see what
here.
you mean.
It's gonna be it's gonna be hard on Cleo to leave either way.
Speaking of, and I point over to where Cleo is. Yeah, it's about that time.
We all know it's about that time, and it's 6 o'clock exactly, motherfuckers.
6:09, if you know what I'm saying.
Because there's an egg in the
you
middle.
hear heavy footsteps approach, and then you hear recognized voice from like some distance away. You're like, there you are, Lug.
Who is it?
Barry.
Oh, it's Bear. Okay.
He comes up and he kind of pats you on the back. He's like, I'm looking all over for you. Dinner's almost ready. If you want to come.
Yeah. We're finish up here.
Yeah. And as I was saying, like she was like she had teeth out, and she almost like
Are you serious saying this?
she like
Do a deception.
She on
If you fail, nothing like bad will happen. It's just
you do it. Are you doing
Are you gonna steal the armor, pretend to see the future?
it? Maybe she get her to predict the future. You had our basis.
Yeah, he's like, so you're like, oh, he's like, oh, okay, you just come on by now. We have a little extra if you guys want to join too.
Wait, what'd you make?
This is his personal dinner that he's
Yeah.
inviting me to.
Yeah, his
Oh,
family.
alright.
What'd you make?
That's all right, Todd. I got a barkeep that go talk to for a little bit. Cigar.
Suit yourself. Just feel free and eat.
Shoot yourself.
Oh, what's for dinner?
Shoot yourself.
Chicken.
With a coconut gun.
Velociraptor.
We'll find our way.
You got.
Chicken is code for Velociraptor.
We'll find our way.
I'll take some leftovers.
All right. So after he leaves, I'm gonna be like, all right.
I fucked that up, didn't I?
So
I mean,
So we gonna steal the armor?
I'm gonna.
You could tell he could tell something was happening here
Yeah.
that was like supposed to be secretive.
Something
He has no
romantic.
clue what.
I'm gonna.
Although it should be noted, he invited you to dinner with his family and you get along with his children. So whatever's going on here, he's not going to immediately assume that you have ill intent.
Valid point.
I'm gonna call Leonard over.
He thinks you're just a nice guy.
Should I call him over tonight or in the morning?
Call him over, right?
Yeah.
If I call him over the night, it'll seem like I'm more rushed. Like I have to show this to him.
Like it was keeping you
I'm
up.
gonna have to really sell it.
Yep.
You want us to stage anything?
If you can stage an explosion, if we can save people before an explosion goes off.
I can do that.
But explosions don't just go off in camp.
Fires do.
It's different from an explosion.
What happens if you throw a sunstone in the fire?
Small explosion, probably.
What was that?
I assumed it was a small explosion, but who knows?
What if there's a keg by it?
Do you remember City of 2020? with
Yeah,
the,
when I put
microwave?
a sunstone in the
Oh
microwave.
my god, yeah.
Microwave's a lot faster, but if they heat up enough, it's not like an explosion like there's fire or anything.
Hot.
But they'll get really hot and they'll pop. And they'll kind of be
you have
like
a sunstone?
shrapnel. There's no fire, but it's just
Look around those lights that they turned off. Those are sunstones.
They're in the barracks. They do have a small. They keep them in a barrel.
If you can,
And
if you can just drench something in piss water, and then so it's just like a faster light up.
I can make it a faster explosion.
Actually, what would be way better is if what would be easier if it's you light a house on fire with people in it, but we'll save them way before like the fire even gets bad, and then once we get everybody out, I'll shield him right as you blow, like it cause an explosion as well. Like would a house just I don't know in Shudia like if there's like if a house is burning, would an explosion like be weird?
We had to do
Not at
one.
this
Hit like a
time of day.
sunstone or
We
something.
had to do one with sunstone.
There'll be sunstones in there, but they literally just pop and there's shrapnel that goes out. But it's not like an explosion. It's not super loud. If you have like a high grade sunstone, then yeah, that could cause some damage. But nobody here has any high quality sunstones. They're not.
They're used for lights for their.
They use them for light.
What
they use them
about
for communication, and
multiple?
Rarely, the better ones are generally carried by warriors.
What
who
about
know how to
multiple
use them.
sunstones? Would that cause a big enough explosion?
That would just be popping, pop, pop, pop.
It's like
pop,
popcorn, but with shrapnel. So it's a type of explosion, I guess.
I know the house to burn down, but you're not gonna like it.
No.
Okay.
Enough said.
Who's out?
So
His friends.
Yeah,
we agree?
berries.
Well, I was saying you could come in with a sunstone and be like, "This is a very potent sunstone, despite the size." And you put it in there as a decoration.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I know. It's just an idea. Like,
It's not a bad one.
If you don't want it, you don't want it.
idea,
But
actually.
it is pretty bad. Actually.
And I could just chuck a stick of dynamite into the fire. And,
Oh, good. Into the house of my good friends.
well, not while they're in there.
I thought that was the point. I thought that was the whole
Well, no, because
Well, no. Oh, I
get
want to
them-
save them while the fire's going, and then I want to be like, okay, thank God. And then I want to shield the dude when I know the explosion's about to happen. You know? Just to show that one extra, like, oh shit. You know? It's
Oh,
the
like
real
this
deal.
guy-
This
this guy's-
guy's the real deal.
Yeah. How confident are you that you can do this?
What if I go to his house?
Fake an assassination attempt. That's why I pull him out of it, and you explode it.
That's me assassinating him.
No, they don't know it was you.
Well, I got a bag of dynamite.
They know your style.
Yeah, I'm the one guy here with dynamite.
I mean, there's people who use dynamite and they use explosives when
I'm
they
the
need
new
to.
guy with dynamite.
But you're the new guy, and your dynamite's your thing. So
I think anything we blow up is going to be pinned on us.
Well,
If it's
Unless you're with me.
at the very least, suspicion. If anything blows up via dynamite, he's at least a suspect.
That's what I'm saying. We bring the sunstone in.
Yeah.
yeah,
Throw it into its
then
work.
it's like, why did this explode? Oh, I brought up a sunstone. Why did you do that? That's bad.
It was a gift. It was
Still.
a very powerful sunstone. I want to give it as a gift.
Kinda innocent, but still suspicious.
Either way, I don't like. It's too much of a risk.
We need that umph.
This is a risk.
We need that thing to show, and then that'll get him out of town to come with us.
I think you just do.
You don't think they trust you
New
enough
Year.
from their incredibly welcoming first minute when we first got here?
That was because you brought
Yeah.
the heirloom.
Doesn't matter. We still brought the heirloom. We're still good people to these people.
They stick. Well,
They-
but we don't know if they're
They
good
believe
people.
that you guys were sent by their ancestors specifically to bring them this object. They think that you guys
That's
were
what I'm-
brought here by fate, destiny. Their ancestors guided you here with this object to help them with
That's
this.
what I'm playing at, as I'm being guided by Beaumont.
Because they believe their
And
ancestors.
him being fall folk would sell it a bit more.
That's a good point.
It doesn't have to be their house.
I'm just trying to think of one thing that we can do, but you're right. If there's an explosion, they're gonna think it was you.
Yeah.
At all.
So let's just do the whole future telling bit where you do that and then.
He's not
See
gonna
if it
believe it
works.
enough. If I just do a few things.
Well, if it doesn't, then we sell it.
This is the only way, really, isn't it? To blow someone up.
We're not blowing up a
Almost.
person.
Almost.
You
blow
keep
some-
adding that to the plan. The plan is to save them.
Well,
If we could save him, that'd be way better, or his son.
if you think we can do it to a way where it won't be directly pinned on one of us, I'm in.
While we're doing this, I just want to go and like grab like a thicker stick and just wrap it in my dynamite wrappings to make it look like my 5th stick of dynamite. So that when they check my bag, it'll be the same amount of dynamite.
Right now it's 6. I need more.
Well, no, they're not nighttime.
No one's checking that.
6.
I take it you guys have moved away from
Yeah.
the tent with the honor guard.
Yeah. Oh yes, we've been very far away from that the entire time.
We're gonna take a break right here. And we'll come back and have a plan.
Great. Bye.
Let's see how.
All right, hey,
He and I are gonna.
we're back.
The hill at the end of the alley. There's the bar.
Yeah.
I just
So
like to
he and
sit.
I are gonna get drunk and we're gonna fight each other.
No, I'm gonna get high. You're gonna get drunk. We're gonna see how that affects our fighting.
Now this is scientific. All right.
It's an experiment.
Duncan, do you want to go through the plan or you just want to let it happen?
Let's just do it.
Don't hurt me real
Plan
bad.
time.
All right.
So,
You roll a sneak check for me right quick.
yeah.
I'm gonna be hiding in some bushes.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll a couple of perception checks, but they're
What was the name of the jungle we had to go to?
I don't know. Are there any tribes that I don't like in the nearby jungle?
probably.
We just need to go to an empty one. Oh, we'll lead him.
worry
We'll lead
about
him. It
that
doesn't matter.
later.
All right, go for it.
8.
8. 4. You crit that one, so I'm just gonna count.
crap
I was
check?
gonna do 3, but I'm just gonna count that one for 2.
He should be able to roll again.
What?
He should be able to roll
yeah, roll.
again.
You shouldn't be able to roll again.
Worse.
I'm gonna use.
He crit me on that.
Somebody crit you. So
I'm gonna use a fate.
Yeah, I'll use my fate point.
Here's fate.
Reroll your 6.
You roll 6.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I beat it.
Okay.
You're at 10.
Somebody looks. It's one of those moments where someone looks directly at you, but they're clearly like lost in their own thoughts. So they don't realize that they're looking at a person. Like he walks around the corner and you stop moving. He's like, I could have sworn she said yes.
All right. So I'm gonna go to Leonard's tent,
Did I
Okay.
see 2?
and I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna be. My hair is all fucked up, and I'm like I haven't gotten any good sleep.
Okay.
I'm gonna run up.
One of the guards steps in front.
I need
Kids, are you okay?
to talk to Leonard.
Go in. Leonard. He opens the tent door. Leonard. And then you see, like as you're coming in,
Yeah.
Leonard is he walks to one of the flaps on the side. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, what is it, Kitsy?
Leonard, there's ever since I put that armor on, it would just be better to show you. Leonard, come on, man.
Okay.
You can bring your guards. It doesn't matter. Bring whatever.
It's okay. I'll come. He goes around in his desk drawer and he pulls out a pistol. It's just an average pistol this time. And he kind of puts it in his back and he follows you.
You asshole, Ellis.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's a normal pistol now.
His normal pistol, not his family.
All right, so I take him back. I take him back to town, but towards him. But every time I'll be like,
You okay, Kitsy? What's going on? It's like 2 a.m.
it's not clear until it's not. And then I like burst into the tent. I'm like,
The guards are like looking in after you.
Yeah.
Well, the guards at Leonard's tent stay, but the guards at the armor tent look in after you like, what's going on here?
I'm gonna put the armor on real quick, okay?
Go ahead.
And I start. I just walk over to the chest. The chest is it's all put back together. Remember?
Yeah,
I just sigh. Like I lean up against the back of the tent, and I just with my eyes shut, I'm just undoing the whole chest with my eyes closed. Like not like I'm trying to show off. Like I'm
I'm not
almost
gonna make
past
you roll
that.
any points. Go ahead and take away the fate point. We're just gonna RP it out
What? Oh,
for the deception check for all this.
okay, that's fine with me. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna do any like specific
Yeah, yeah.
check. You're just
All right,
getting a
all
fate
right.
point doing this.
I do that. It takes a bit. But,
Yeah, it takes a minute.
And then I start.
He's woken up.
I put it.
super
I
bad.
put it on also with my eyes still shut. Like,
Okay.
like I even know like where all the straps are. You know.
Yeah.
Perfectly. I put it all on, and then I'm. Okay.
He holds the sword while you're putting on. He hands it out to you.
Do you know the name? Beaumont.
Casimir Beaumont. Yeah, that's.
Do you know why I should be able to hear him?
Because he was. Can you wait? Hear him? What are you talking? Are you okay, Kitsy? Kitsy, if this is.
Like I step out of the tent.
He's like you piqued his interest.
Yeah.
He's like clearly like, oh, this is something. Kitsy,
What
what's he-
time is it right now?
It's around 2 a.m. It's early morning.
It's around 2 a.m. So I'm like,
Yeah. He motions.
I'm
Towards,
like-
he motions towards one of the guards of the tent. He says, "Come with me." He's
oh, no. I'm
following
like,
you.
no. He's about, this is the end of his shift. It's about to be the new one.
Right, but stay with me. This is.
And I walk.
I'm a little worried. Kitsy, if this is hurting you, you need to let me know. I don't.
Kitsy, that's me.
That's a little much, but okay.
Talk to me, Kitsy. You gotta keep me. Come on.
Oh,
What's going on?
you might want to. There's about to be a big brawl over there. You might want to check it out. Real quick.
Who the hell made you leader?
Oh, God damn it. Okay, that's one of my friends. He has dynamite.
Wait, what?
No, you know.
No.
He's not going to use it.
This ain't a
But if he's
town,
drunk,
it's a caravan.
Guards to deal with that.
Go. His guard nods and he starts coming over towards you
I'm
guys.
gonna throw something at you.
And then I go, not to the first alley, I go into a different alley.
Throw unlit dynamite at him.
Take that. And then I
It
light
breaks into like gunpowder. Like, who the
fuck put bees in that stick? I'm gonna try to swing at you.
The guard. Are you guys actually drunk? I want to make you do that.
He is.
so
He's
hammered.
high.
I'm high.
Remember? He's drunk. He's high.
We're not gonna repeat. The guard's coming and trying
Yeah.
to break you guys up.
Yeah.
While that's happening, I'm gonna go into the alley that I know that there's where like a foster cat, like a alley cat.
Likes to hang out. Yeah.
Yeah, I assume one of these alleys there's a cat who lives there. Like that's where they
There's a
sleep at night.
communal cat.
Yeah, and I go there. Like I'm gonna like walk in there.
You
and
can probably
then,
even hear where the cat is. Like at the
He can hear a cat. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can find
walk. I'm just gonna walk in there and be like. Then put my hand out and like pet it like that's like if it's like hiding behind a dumpster. It'll be alright, buddy. And I keep walking.
it. He's got his hand on your shoulder and
Yeah.
following you. Just like
Stays behind a dumpster.
there's no dumpster.
There's no dumpster. This is not.
No, but like a
Behind
like
the
a
barrel.
bag of whatever, a barrel, anything. You know.
It's just hiding.
A barrel's still a dumpster. And then I'm like,
Come on, you gotta talk to me. Keep me updated.
no. And then I run back out that alley and I step out and
He's
like
chasing after you.
fight's happening. Cat's there. That must mean. And I go into the first alley.
Okay. Swing. I pull two.
I run into the first alley and I stop.
Like,
He stopped. He runs and he's like runs up beside you.
You can
He's
hear
like,
me.
Is everything?
He runs up beside me. I put a
That's
hand on the shoulder
screaming.
and I'm like, oh man, he wants to talk to you so bad.
Who? Beaumont?
This way. And then I lead him back out.
But what I've done is I pulled the
I lead him
troop
back
line
out
with
at a
two, like,
speed.
stops
I'm listening
on
for
our-
that as it's
Yes.
coming.
Yeah.
And
He's pulled the
I'm
brakes
going
from
back
the,
out of the alley at a
following
speed
you.
where when I know that it's about to hit. You know.
Yeah.
He wants to show you something. I don't.
Show me.
It's not clear yet. It's getting.
Wait. What? Wait.
Ah! And I literally I jump like as hard as I can. I just like throw him back, almost like an attack. Like he
Yeah.
might be mad about it. Like
Yeah. You throw him back.
yeah.
I just thought that
As
like,
the
was
wagon.
kind of the end.
It's a D6
He pushes him in
defense, so you
front.
push
He
him.
grabs
Yeah.
him back and he just swings
Ow.
away.
Actually, you armor on.
Sure.
He's like, I'm out of here, suckers.
If you crit, you deal no damage, so you gotta 6 on take the hit. You
6.
got him. So he's got a little bit of a fighter's reflex.
He's gonna
but-
take 1 damage from that.
Okay. So you
Non-lethal.
push him and take. The wagon just screams by, and he's like, Oscar! Oscar! And then the guy who's breaking up your fight, you guys are in the way. He's like, oh shit! Everyone get out! He like takes out his sword and tears through the tent as it's screaming towards. He's like, everyone move! Move! This tent, the wagon comes screaming. It tears down that part of the tent. You guys, I assume, get out of the way. People are starting to come out of their tents after hearing the wagon fly by and the screaming, crashing, wood splitting.
I'm listening. I want
into the
to
bar.
hear. I want to see if I can hear anybody screaming and then immediately stop, or get hit.
You hear that a couple people in the brothel bar get hit, but it doesn't sound like anyone's dead.
Do I recognize any of the voices?
No one we've named yet.
Okay.
No one. I mean,
Like,
I'll
can I
recognize
say
those
like?
sounds.
recognize a couple of
Can I like?
screams.
Can I be like? Oh, that's the bartender, or that's one of
yes,
them.
actually, you can.
Yeah, I can be like. You're gonna need to get a doctor for the bartender.
He looks around. One of the houses, there's one of the men living there is a soldier. He commands him to go get the doctor immediately.
And then I'm gonna like stick the sword into the ground and then just kind of like fall over, like.
He puts his hand on you as everyone starts to crowd around the.
I assume I can make my way over there in the
Yeah.
ground from the bush.
Yeah, you can.
I'm
get
gonna
out of the-
stagger my way over to.
You guys are already like right there.
He's magic.
People are starting.
Yeah, no, they're not talking about. They're not around me.
Oh, we're on the.
Did we
no.
put those robes on to cover the armor?
No.
Okay.
You're just putting the armor on.
And he was fine with that. Okay.
because shit was
Yeah,
happening.
yeah, that's fine.
The people in the tents near you are like watching because Leonard's there
Yeah.
and you've got this fucking magnificent armor that they've never seen. Anybody else is going towards the bar to see if people are okay. There's kinship in this caravan, so people are worried about injured right now.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna make sure Cleo's okay.
And then
That's
I'm just
fine.
gonna be
She's on
like,
their side.
I could see more, but it's not complete. There's one more piece.
One more piece?
He had a sidearm,
What?
dagger, short sword, something.
Dude, is he telling you this? Is Beaumont telling you this?
No, but I keep wanting to grab for it.
Dude, are you sure this isn't? Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
You saw? I knew that was coming at the last moment. I didn't know it would hit the bartender just right away.
Kitsy, all right, you go to my tent and you lay down. You lay down, take this off. You need to rest. I need to deal with this, but I'm gonna talk to you, okay? And he's kind of like does that half jog where he's like keeping his hand out. But
I'm like, we'll get the last piece. I think I know where it is. And then I'm just gonna.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, look, he's all tuckered out. What the
And
plan?
the camera couldn't even see it.
Leonard goes towards the bar as a couple people come towards you. Are you guys all?
Yeah, I'm crowding around. I'm like starting was like, that guy's magic.
Oh.
Your favorite gal got hurt.
Oh no.
And more reason to leave.
Get damn.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll probably.
I'll make sure she's okay. I'm gonna go get.
So we'll end this episode as the camera pans out above Kitsy Malone, surrounded by people.
It's
Torches are being lit.
yeah. Kitsy winks. Kitsy winks to the camera.
We didn't even do a combat.
You didn't even do a combat.
We didn't even do a goddamn combat.
Dad.
Hope you're happy.
And I think that's a good time to
Yeah.
call it. All
I would
right.
say so.